Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have a lot of sports. Holy shit, what a weekend of sports. We have NBA playoffs kicking off, Phil Mickelson winning the PGA Championship, Stanley Cup playoffs. We have our good friend Paul Bissonnette on the show, who actually, if you're watching on YouTube right now, which please subscribe and upvote every single video on YouTube. That helps us a lot. He's actually sleeping on the couch while we tape this.
So he's going to be with us for the entire episode.
Yeah,
but he'll only speak in like the middle third.
I think what we'll do is at the end of the show, because the end of the show we're going to do
up and
a
get
Monday
a
reading. Yeah, we'll wake him up. We'll maybe talk a little bit about me being a twice dad now at the end of the show, and we'll also wake up Biz. So make sure you tune in for After Biz for that. But yeah, we got a ton of sports to get to. We're going to get to it all. Before we do that, a word from our friends at BetterHelp. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. And in Mental Health Awareness Month, Barstool Sports is proud to support destigmatizing mental health. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and you know that here at Barstool we support our veterans in getting the help they need. And now we want to support everyone. So anyone out there who may be too stressed, anxiety, bad thoughts going through your head, PTSD, depression, whatever it may be, you should feel okay about talking about it. And without a healthy mind, being happy is very hard to do. So if this is for you, therapy can give you the tools to make life a little bit easier. So BetterHelp, what is it? It's customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. That's huge, because you're probably saying, if you're someone who maybe has never had therapy or is thinking about it, dipping your toe in the water, this is the best way. You don't have to go meet with someone in person. You don't even have to show your face. You can just talk to someone. Sometimes it's good to just talk to someone who maybe doesn't know you, who can give you, what they call that, the 10,000 30,000 view level of what's going on in your life, give you some help, give you some tools so that you can live a happier, healthier life. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy as well, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/PMT. That's BetterHelp.com/PMT. If you've ever thought about going to therapy, talking to someone, betterhelp.com/PMT is where you can start. And it's okay to not be okay. That's what we're going to say, all right? That's what we're saying in May in Mental Health Awareness Month. Okay, let's go.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by BetterHelp.com/PMT, BetterHelp.com/PMT. You can see a therapist online or a phone call, 10% off when you put in that code PMT. Today is Monday, May 24th, and I would like to say, as a Brooks Koepka fan, I am happy for Phil Mickelson.
So am I. I'm happy for Phil. I'm happy for all the Phil stands out there, of which there are many.
Thumbs up.
They have been, hey, Big Cat.
Hey, thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up to Lefty.
The Phil Mickelson fan club has been dormant for a long time. They haven't had a lot of reasons. They've been like the cicadas. Mm-hmm. And now they're back. It's been, 8 years, 10 years since
a long time. So
won a major, and the end of that round, it was cool seeing a crowd that size back out on a golf course.
I was trying to think about it because everyone knows our stance on this show. We have our three guys. We root for them very, very hard, and we try to slander or libel everyone else. But there is a few people that I think are in the category of, holy shit, this is actually awesome. It sucked that Brooks was up against them in the final pairing, but Phil is in that category. Phil and Tiger kind of are those guys where maybe if Freddie Boom Boom Couples ever made a run for it, I'd also root for him. But they're in that category of
Good for golf.
It's good for golf, but it's also just fucking cool. It's a cool story. Phil Mickelson is 50 years old. Phil Mickelson won his first professional golf tournament 30 years ago. Mm-hmm. He's won a major in 3 different decades. He's won he's won a tournament in 4 different decades. He was you just referenced it, PFT, that it's been a very long time. It's been so long. Phil hasn't been in the top 20 in 17 tournaments. It's been so long that he had to get a special exemption for the U.S. Open this year because he was 115th in the world. Yeah. Like, that's how long it's been since Phil has been playing really good golf. And then he shows up, and I don't know about you guys, but I was sitting there watching the entire tournament being like, well, Phil's there's the triple bogey's coming. Like, he's going in the drink. Something's going to happen. But no, he was just fucking calm, cool, smaller-titted Phil Mickelson.
I was about to say the only thing I don't like about the new Phil is that he's in too good a shape. His calves are too nice. He doesn't have the man boobs anymore. When Phil was out there dominating with like a respectable B cup hanging from his chest, that was cool to watch. But
yes,
it's very cool to see Phil back out there. Like, and with the sunglasses that he was rocking this weekend, I don't know where you even get sunglasses that look like that. It looks like something.
It's cool.
You know, Pug's sunglasses, the ones that are in all those truck stops.
Uh-huh.
It looks like something that you would get out of there, but Phil pulled it off.
He pulled it off. They're probably very expensive.
And he's got a ton of fans around him, and his fans are very drunk individuals, which I like. Again, things that are good for golf. Having a rowdy gallery is something that, like, I kind of miss people yelling and, like, being able to hear audibly the slurred words of golf fans in a final round of a major tournament. That's also good for #golf.
It was at the end when the fans basically swarmed him going up the fairway on the 18th. It was like, oh my god! It was actually happening. It was coinciding with the tip off of the Knicks game at the Mecca, MSG, for those who don't know about it. And they had 15,000 fans there, and it really felt like, oh fuck, like we were so used to this world where we convinced ourselves, hey, sports are playing, so it's okay that fans aren't there. No. Fans not being there sucked, because it was fucking awesome when Phil and you know what? Phil is a great lesson. I think he's one of those guys that everyone roots for because he's always been good to the fans, and he's always been kind of that people's golfer type feel to him. Lefty Phil, he's not. I don't think he even has any association with New Jersey. But every time he golfs in New Jersey, everyone just fucking drunken's like, Phil.
They feel bad about
the gambling thing.
The gambling thing
for sure. And with Phil, it's also he captured almost an entire generation. He's got Gen Xers. Phil standing next to Phil Mickelson, like what you saw on the 18th hole. That's Burning Man for Gen Xers.
Yes,
that's as close as they'll get to taking drugs and going to a music festival and discovering their inner selves for 3 days. Is just drinking 17 Coors Lights and then being in the same square mile as Phil Mickelson.
As Phil, as Lefty.
That's what it means to those guys. And also Mickelson, he's a guy that I always get the feeling he could show up.
Biz is moving. Sorry.
He's rolling around. I always get the feeling he could show up and be good for at least one round.
Yes.
Or 2 rounds. But an entire 4 putting it together is cool to see. Phil's a guy that if he's got a nephew, I assume that his twin brother, who's his caddy, has a son or a daughter. If he's got a nephew or a niece and he catches them smoking cigarettes, Phil will be let your uncle have one, show you how it's done. Smoke it all down to the filter in one drag and be later, loser.
Yeah.
And walk away.
And peel off.
He's always
in
got
a Mustang that wasn't there before.
Yes. He's always got a trick in his bag ready to go, but it was cool to see him do it for 4 days in a row.
50 years old. Yeah, they were talking about it that Phil basically admitted that he didn't have the mental toughness / stamina to compete at a high level for 4 days straight. So recently he had been forcing himself to play 36 holes a day just to push himself. And he actually had a tweet. Did you guys see maybe 10 days ago, he had a tweet that was essentially it's okay to fail, which is kind of cool to see because usually that's such a cliche.
It's okay to not be okay.
Yeah, it's cliche bullshit that people put online. Gary V's hey, failure's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Shoot your family in the face and see how that feels. But he said it, he meant it, and then he went and won the PGA Championship, the oldest guy to ever win a major, 50 years old.
And he was hitting bombs, too.
He was hitting bombs.
Had a drive.
He's lefty.
I think 360 yards on the back 9 today on Sunday.
He's
just
lefty.
Just bombs. So now, as it pertains to Brooks, I do want to say that as members of Team Brooks, his knee's ahead of schedule. Our knee is ahead of schedule right now, and the Open is the one that we've had circled for a long time because the Open is the one that Brooks hasn't gotten yet.
Well, and it also, not excuse, guys, but his knee is hurting him, and he wasn't able to get all the way low to read putts, and the putter is what kind of killed him today in this weekend. So ipso facto, he probably would have won this tournament by 15 strokes if his knee was okay.
Well, they said when he missed his first three-footer of the day that he couldn't get low enough to line up the stripe to aim at the hole. So he was essentially flying instrument-free.
Right.
You just basically put Brooks, he's a jet fighter, right? He's used to flying an SR-71 Blackbird spy plane directly through the core of the earth and out the other side and doing barrel rolls the whole time. You put him in like a 1917 biplane with 2 tanks of gas, and he still managed to get across the Atlantic.
Yeah, he was close.
Shout out to Brooks. Great job, Brooks. We're ahead of schedule, and he's still, to be fair, Brooks Koepka is still leading on aggregate under par in terms of major tournaments all time.
Yes.
So still number one.
They had that stat where he's like 50 strokes better than the next guy in the last 5 years. What were you going to say, Hank?
A lot of AWLs out there this weekend.
Yes, shout out them. Brooks team, the team. You're all part of the team.
And we would never ask you to do what may have happened on the front nine today to Phil and have one of you guys pick up one of Brooks's drives, put it back down in a better lie. We would never ask you to do that.
But do that.
But we would never ask you to
do it. But I'm asking.
You're not. You're telling.
No. We have an out. PFT is saying do not. I'm saying do.
I speak
you
for the
make
whole
your decision
podcast when I say do not do it.
I speak for the whole podcast when I say, please, will you do it?
Balls in your court.
Quote of the tournament goes to John Rahm for me. So I don't know if you guys saw this, but he had a tough couple days, and he was asked about his round, and this was his quote. So the person asked, like, hey, maybe not ending it the way you wanted, but in your estimation on the golf course, does this open things up for the leaders to score a little bit this afternoon, talking about he 3 over for the championship? He said, I don't know and I don't care, to be honest. I hit the ball tee to green as well as I could have for most of the part and barely made any putts. And, yeah, I'm not really happy. And to be honest, being in the 40th place and finishing bogey like that, I really don't want to be here right now. I mean, clearly the scores are out there. It's very doable right now. 68, 67 is out there. It's possible. I had every chance. I just couldn't make a putt. That was great, though, saying I don't want to be here. I just don't want to be here.
Biz is moving his foot right now. He just moved his leg up.
See if he'll say something in the mic. Biz, do you have anything in the mic you want to say?
What are your thoughts on
Biz is coming up in a minute. He actually was coherent for our interview, semi-coherent, but now he is passed out. If you're watching on YouTube, again, subscribe on YouTube, please, and thumb up every single
for Phil
video. Yes.
Thumbs up for Lefty.
Yes. I want to put one in someone's ear hole real quick. Kyle Porter on CBS.
Yeah.
I've seen this guy a couple times. I don't know what his fucking deal is, okay? This is what he said. It's going to be wild when 2 players from different generations step to the tee in the final pairing today. And the one who has a knee problem, horrific fashion sense, and a midlife crisis growing on his face is actually not the 50-year-old. Hey, buddy, shut the frick up. And I say that because he's an elder at the Mosaic Church of Richardson. He puts that in his bio.
Oh, respectfully, shut
the frick up, dude.
Shut the heck up.
Shut your heckin' frickin' mouth.
It's honestly like that's kind of a cheap shot.
Total cheap shot. And hey,
you know what? It sounds to me like he's a little bit rooting for injuries.
Yes. Also, I saw that there were a lot of people coming at the fashion sense of both Brooks and Tony Finau, who were wearing Nike Golf. Guess what? Ever heard of derelict? Okay. The next fashion wave, you don't even know it. You're actually, should we call them? I mean, they're chuggy.
What? The Nike hats?
No, the people who think those Nike hats are lame.
You think chuggy. I think
they can't understand fashion outside the box. So they just want a fucking nice little, white hat.
I think that they can both be chuggy. But you know what? Sometimes chuggy is good.
Yeah, fashion forward.
Yeah, it's called fashion, bro. That's what Brooks said about the off-whites, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like golf journalists getting to decide what's cool as far as fashion goes. We have to take a stand somewhere as a society.
Yeah.
And when you have golf journalists deciding what good fashion sense is for clothes and facial hair, I think at that point we need to take away their card.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Kyle Porter.
Howder boy,
Fucking
Will,
loser.
Howder boy, Will Zalatoris.
All right, so we have updates from both of our other guys. Will Zalatoris did okay. Also saw him post an Instagram after the tournament. He's flying private planes now, so he's doing great. Like, that's a win.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's upgraded. Max, so little editor's note on Thursday's podcast. We recorded it around 4 or 5 o'clock. I think I said in the show that Max was -3, tied for 12th. He was at the time. And then whatever happened after that. Let's just, you know what? Let's just hold that moment in time forever.
Max was top 12 on Thursday.
He was. Let's hold that moment of time, and we don't have to talk about the rest of the weekend. Well, it wasn't actually technically a weekend. It was just Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, when you're talking about a golf tournament, it's all the weekend.
Yeah, it wasn't. There was no weekend days for Max this weekend.
But he was top 12 at one point.
Well, actually, no, I should take that back. Max did have a weekend. He actually had a great weekend.
He got to enjoy his weekend.
He got to go hang out with his family for the weekend.
My favorite thing about golf when it's played like on an ocean course or near anytime it's nearby any body of water is just the announcer's always saying, now this putt's going to break away from the ocean.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they are aware how gravity works with slopes and things, but when they say it's always going to break away from the ocean, I believe it. But I don't think that's 100% true all the time.
It's also, the course was windy.
It
was cool. It was cool that it was windy, but also it was on the ocean. So, of course, it was windy.
They also said, what's his name? Scott. Which is the Scott that's the announcer? Not Scott Van Pelt. Not that guy. The other Scott.
Scotty Too Hottie.
Scotty Too Hottie was saying that first of all, he told a story about Phil Mickelson and gambling and tried to edit himself by changing the numbers of the units that they were betting against each other.
Yep.
But it was obvious all he was doing was just taking away 3 zeros.
Yeah.
So he's like, I bet Phil $1, and then he counter bet me $1. Then I bet him $5, and then Phil said, no, let's make it a $20 bet. It's like, dude, we know exactly. You're not masking it the way that you think that you're masking it.
Right.
But then he also said that, yes, Phil Mickelson won this weekend, but he, in fact, said that the course was the real winner for how it performed on Sunday.
Yes.
And we'll see this back in the rotation of PGA Championships.
The ocean course.
The ocean course.
Yes.
You can also say the ocean course about, like, any place.
I just like it because it means that it's really nice because usually when it's when they have to clarify, that means there's probably like 3 or 4 courses at this club. Mm-hmm. It's the ocean course.
Or Bethpage Black.
Mm-hmm.
Have they ever played
not
anything?
Blue, not red,
Bethpage
not green.
Gray?
Yeah, no. Black.
Black.
Yes. Black diamonds. All right, but yeah, congrats to Phil. That was a fucking awesome story. That was it's the cheesy like sports rule moment. You know what I mean? Like watching Phil on Sunday, all weekend really, sports fucking rule.
I do feel a little bit bad that somebody tried to go like Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan on Brooks's knee in the crowd.
Yeah, but we don't have to talk about that.
We don't have to talk about that.
Just everyone watch yourself. Less bumping into Brooks, more picking up his ball and putting it in the hole for him.
Yes. No. But yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay.
Put it on a tee.
Before we move on, we have a special delivery from Slice Pizza.
Absolutely, Jake. Whatever you want.
Jake.
All
right, so Jake is delivering us a pizza from Slice. We actually just ate some pizza. We eat every single Sunday night when we're in the studio. Thank you to Slice.
Jake, this is a big sausage pizza.
Slice works with over 16,000 local shops and has saved local pizzerias $250 million in fees. You can earn free pizza when you order on Slice. 8 pizza points equals a free large pie. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. That's like buying a cup of coffee where you get the punch card. You can earn pizza points by ordering from any of your favorite local shops. It's perfect. Perfect partner for ordering pizza ahead of the game. So download the Slice app. Use promo code TAKE for $3 off your first app order. I have the Slice app. It's awesome. So anytime you're thinking pizza, new places, old places, anything, find it on the Slice app. It's more money for the pizzerias you love and $3 off your first order on the Slice app with promo code TAKE.
You bring up a good point, Big Cat, and that's that when you order not through Slice, sometimes you're paying more money to the delivery service.
Correct.
And not as much money to the nice paisan that made your pie for you.
Yeah, by the way, I have a coffee place I go to, and they offer me the punch card every time, and I decline, and I don't know why, but it's just such a fucking like power move that I just have over them because they see me almost every day, and they're like, dude, you could get a free cup of coffee for but in my head I'm like, but then I'd have to fucking put it in my wallet and I have to remember to bring it out. So every time they offer it, they punch it and they try to hand it to me. I'm like, no thanks.
But also,
see you tomorrow.
You've got like that residual effect in your head of somebody trying to sell you on like a TJ Maxx credit card.
Right.
Every time you check out, and you're like, no, I'm not going to let you. I'm not.
Yeah.
I know that's how they get you when they try to give you that stamp card.
Yeah, I'm not walking out of here with any paper.
Yeah.
I walked in with no paper. I'm walking out with no paper.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. It's just one of those. We have to, maybe when Mount Rushmore season comes, we'll do a Mount Rushmore subtle flexes. It feels good. I feel like I have one up on them because I'm just like, nah. But I will see you tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Probably enough times this week alone to get a free cup on Sunday. But I'm still not going to do it.
I recently cleaned out the old wallet and got rid of some stuff that I don't need. I had like 3 different punch cards that were totally filled up that I've just never used, even though I've been back to those places.
Yeah.
Because I feel bad claiming them.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me something free. I don't know. You never know.
Never know.
You never
know. All right, let's talk some other things. Let's talk some other sports. Let's talk
NBA.
Let's talk about the
NBA.
Washington Capitals season being over.
Soggy.
Before,
I don't think we need to
should
get soggy, Hank.
Are people asking you to get soggy? Did you say it was Caps year?
No, I never said it was Caps here. We're not getting soggy. We're getting al dente with pasta. The complete opposite of soggy. We're going to eat pasta until we puke. If you want to join me, Hank, I think that'd be fun.
That's true. I forgot about that.
And Chardonnay. Yeah, so we got to figure out a time to do that. All right, the bottom line is the Caps are not a good hockey team. They did not deserve to win this series. Hank, congratulations. Your Bruins beat undermanned, injured shell of a playoff hockey team. Good job. Very proud of you. You beat Zdeno Chara, the guy that you ran out of town, the guy that you couldn't stand to see a second more wearing the
Did you guys win
the
game
gold
1?
and black.
Touching stuff in the handshake.
Yeah,
Wait,
we
was
did.
this a gentleman's sweep?
It was a gentleman's sweep, in fact.
Shit.
Yeah. Hank gentleman's sweep.
Shit pumping.
Hey, good to see you get a win.
Yeah. Someone tweeted me the Kevin Malone win GIF. It's just nice to win one in that.
Yeah.
That's honestly how I feel.
You needed so you're now down not quite as bad, not historically bad.
Yeah.
That I mean, I thought that was going to be a series too.
No.
I mean, especially the first 3 games going to overtime, and then that was just it. They just ran out of gas.
The Russian gas. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah, I don't feel great about it, obviously. But this was not a team that, with the exception of like the immediate aftermath of the Tom Wilson incident, where it seemed like the stars were aligning. Once I actually saw them playing in the playoffs, I was like, this is not. It'd be Cap if I were to say that it was Cap's here.
Yes, it would be Cap.
And I get to continue to use Cap now,
yes,
which everybody's really excited about.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Now you're Cap.
If you're gonna lose, you might. What is Biz? Okay, is he alive?
Just making sure. Yeah, I'm just making sure that
if you're gonna lose, you might as well lose in like a week.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think that there is something to be said. As much as fun as it is to have your team make a deep run, like if your team doesn't have it, just be out and be the first team. I guess they were technically the second team out, but by the 3rd round of the playoffs, no one will even remember the Capitals were in the playoffs.
You know what? We bowed out today.
Yeah.
It was a classic bow out. All class from the Capitals. I would have liked to have seen a playoff game in DC with like a full Capital One arena. That would have been cool.
Yes.
But yeah, just not a quality team. Should we put a little slice of pizza underneath Biz's significant nose and see if he can smell it?
No, we're going to do it after. We're going to do it after his interview.
Okay.
We're going to wake him up.
But yeah, congratulations, Hank. I will fulfill not the soggy sorrow, but the pizza bet. We need to figure out when we're doing that. We should do that in a live stream.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully it's Bruins Islanders because the live streams would be great.
And you just sitting in the back?
Yeah.
Just housing pizza.
We could go to Borelli's.
Yeah.
I'd go to Borelli's for that.
Because I'm going to root for the Islanders against the Bruins. I want to see Frankie win.
I would go to the Borelli's for that.
Yeah.
And just watch you just go to town on pizza. Although...
No, it's not pizza, it's pasta.
Pasta. Although, going to Borelli's, that's very disrespectful to puke Mr. Borelli's pasta up.
You think so?
Yes.
If I eat enough
I ate
of it?
so much.
I think that's disrespectful. I think that's a crime against the family.
Bet's a bet.
You're going to need to sit down after
I'm going
that.
to sit down with him?
Yeah.
Bet's a bet.
Okay. All right. I'm excited for that. All right. Oh, Biz is moving again. Nope. He is staying asleep. The best part about Biz sleeping on the couch during this entire show is I guarantee you his hotel room is like 2 blocks away tops.
Yeah.
I was in here with him earlier, and he kept complimenting the couch. He's like, "This is such a good couch. Like, this couch is awesome."
He was just feeling you out to see if it was okay if he just laid down on it.
Do you think he's like listening to us?
No. Well, it's subliminally.
You think
So he'll wake up in a little bit and he'll have our exact same takes. He did ask me like 7 times who was on the show tomorrow after we recorded our interview with him.
Let's see what this does. Okay, no, he's not picking up his phone. I thought maybe he would pick up his phone, but he's dead to the world.
Should we steal his wallet?
Yes, absolutely.
Jake, can you steal his wallet?
Steal his Rolex.
Jake,
Steal his Rolex.
Jake, steal something.
Re-gift it to Grinelli.
Steal something from him.
And then tell everyone about how we gave it to him.
Here we go, Jake.
So everyone can be like, oh my God, Jake's getting up. Oh, Jake has his phone.
He's got his phone. Just stole his wallet.
He stole his phone. He's got a missed call. He's got cameo requests. We should probably do those.
Is he password protected?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Biz is coming up in a minute. He is coherent for our interview with him. Let's talk some NBA. Let's talk some NBA playoffs because we're going to talk about all of the Stanley Cup playoffs with Biz. We go through the series and everything. Where do we want to start with NBA?
I have a take. It's about the Celtics and the Nets.
Okay.
Obviously, the Celtics lost.
Fire away.
That first half, though.
They had a great first half. They had a chance. Kemba Walker played terribly in the second half, and the series is basically over. Sweep, maybe gentleman's sweep. But
no, that's not how that works.
Whatever. Who cares? Maybe gentleman's sweep for the Celtics.
You'd have to win.
Right.
Right.
But that's not going to happen.
Okay.
Kevin Durant, they kept saying it during the broadcast, like Kevin Durant came to Brooklyn because Brooklyn's cool and he didn't want to go to New York.
Dude.
He was proven wrong in one season. It's not like he was proven right over time. He was so wrong about that. And if he was on the Knicks right now, would be. It's already like insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's already insane. Everyone's going crazy just because they're in the playoffs. They're not even that good of a team. If Kevin Durant was on this team, people would be going insane.
They were trying to make Brooklyn and like the Nets, and let's at least slow down a little bit because our friend Blake Griffin had a great game.
But they never talk about him.
+1 on the court.
They
no
just
big
talk
deal.
about the big three. Kind of disrespectful.
They were trying so hard to make it like MSG or Staples Center by showing like the celebrities in the crowd, and it was just old giants. It was just Michael Strahan and Osi Umenyiora.
They probably paid them money to go there.
Yes, correct.
We were just talking about this
trying to make it happen.
Like at MSG, they always do Celebrity Row, where they show the celebrity, and it's always Christopher Maloney from Law and Order. Like no matter what.
Woody Allen.
I've seen Christopher Maloney at Knicks games. I've seen him at Rangers games. I'm pretty sure he was at the Dog Show. But they always have like natural.
Yeah.
They always have like natural
Michael
celebrities there.
Rappaport.
This one was just like a block of tickets that they gave to the New York Giants. And they're like, distribute these as you see fit.
See, could someone please invite Eli?
Yes.
Oh, no, Eli's not coming. But it was painful how hard they were trying. The other thing I had from that game was the first half, the Celtics were like, oh, this could be a series. Then you remembered, like, the Nets just trade off possessions where it's like, oh, here's Kevin Durant, shooting a turnaround like 15-footer over everyone. Here's Kyrie Irving finishing at the rim like no one else in the league. Here's James Harden, hitting threes and getting fouled going to the. They just when they all three of them are just so fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. And Blake.
I don't know how. And Blake. I don't know. And Joe Harris. I don't know how. You stop them. I just don't.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Also, is James Harden also back to being like a little bit chubby?
Yeah, he's the number one on their team. I said it. He's the guy who keeps it going because when he was out, they were a different team. He's the straw that stirs the drink.
No, but I'm saying physically, his body, he's looking good.
Also,
he is looking healthy in the classical sense.
He's got to put on some
old
pounds
paintings of people
for playoffs, and it is really it's not talked about enough that this is the perfect setup for James Harden because every single year the playoffs come around and it's like James Harden has to do so much, and they call him differently than they do in the regular season, and he fails spectacularly on a public stage. Now he has Kyrie and Kevin Durant to help him out, and he those guys are the guys, and he's somehow the third piece, even though he's not.
And also Jeff Green, who will be in the NBA for the next 25 years,
forever.
Probably.
Because he does not age.
Yes.
His face does not age.
He looks the exact same as he did when he got into the league.
They've been calling him Uncle Jeff Green for 20 years.
This might be
20 years ago, he was 28.
This might be a good Jake assignment, but I was thinking as I was watching the game, because they only talk about how Durant, Harden, and Kyrie account for 87% of all the points. We got to just do the kind of Kwame Brown and just add Blake in there.
Yes.
So it's Blake,
Kevin. The old Hank Aaron, Tommy Aaron.
Yes.
Tommy Aaron hit 13 home runs. Hank Aaron hit 7.
But I think we got to start doing that on Twitter and stuff and really get it out there where it's and put Blake Griffin first.
Correct.
Like Blake Griffin,
the big four,
Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving accounted for 90% of the
I like that. And like Hank Lockwood and Jake Marsh have combined to win 7 games of ping pong in a row together.
Correct.
That's true.
Congratulations.
Yes, that's also a fact.
Blake was a +1.
Yes, he was +1.
So
he had 1 point.
Positive impact on the game.
Yeah. He had 1 point.
Right, so it's like, I think it was 83% for Kevin Durant, so it's like 84.
Yeah, he's +1. When he was on the court, they were winning. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Blake won that game himself.
That's a fact. All right, other games. There was actually the first round of the playoffs are awesome. Oh, I'm going to be the bigger person and point out, because I was asleep on Friday night by the time the game ended, but I'm not going to point out the fact that as cool as Wednesday night was with the play-in game, it would be cooler as if Steph Curry was actually still in the playoffs because he was the 8th seed. But now we get the Grizzlies. But I'm not going to point that out.
Don't point that out.
That was good by me, right? Because it would be cool to have Steph Curry in this series against Utah, wouldn't you say?
I think a lot of people have said that, but I don't think that we need to necessarily say that ourselves.
The Heat, Bucks, I think that's going 7.
Giannis can't shoot free throws.
Yeah.
Well, not in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
There are people.
Chris Middleton, maybe he's the guy.
So there are people that are complaining about the Giannis call, but they were like the Heat told the ref, they were like, hey, he's taking 13 seconds every time with the ball.
Yeah.
The ref can't at that point ignore it and let him go 13 seconds.
Correct.
Rules are rules.
You filed we had Christian Horner on Friday. You
filed the complaint.
File the complaint.
And then I think it was Jeff Van Gundy brought it up to when LeBron was shooting free throws and saying he steps over the line every time. Before it gets to the rim.
Yes.
We need to call him on that. Rules are rules, right?
Shaq used to do that all
Without
the time.
rules,
LeBron's been doing that for a long time.
There's chaos.
All right, so that game, that was a great game. Fucking awesome game. J Butt.
422. He played poorly.
Hated the Heat jerseys. Pisses me off.
Oh, yeah, no, Roan, our friend Roan said it, or if you know him, also is Angelo Palantonio on this show. He said it perfectly. The Heat basically were like, hey, the Pacers didn't make the playoffs. Let's just wear their fucking jerseys. It made no sense.
Yeah.
That, not to get really mad, but that is essentially that's becoming European soccer. How European soccer, watching European soccer in this office the last few years, you will watch when Troops has Arsenal on, you will sometimes watch they'll be wearing teal, they'll be wearing red, they'll be wearing yellow. It's how do you have that many colors?
I think
none of these colors are the same.
And when you're the Heat, you've got great jerseys already.
Great jerseys.
Wear those. And shout out also.
You get 3 colors to mix and match.
Yeah, we sound very old, but I agree.
I don't care.
I agree. When you turn on that game and they're wearing yellow, you're like, what the fuck is this? It made no sense. They're Arizona State now?
If it's a throwback, when the Lakers wear the blue jerseys, because it's those were their old jerseys,
right.
That's one thing. But
even, I'm okay with wearing a different color if white is the main color, because then it's okay, it's a different yellow just is not their color. If they're wearing
it's in the
pink,
logo. Pantone PMS 137.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
The flame.
It's the color of the flame. The flame is yellow.
Fine.
Yeah. Shouldn't the flame be white, though? Isn't white a hotter flame?
Usually they do white hot.
They went with the sabermetrically the least hot color of flame. That's bad.
They have the white
That's
ring.
why they lost.
Yeah, but the yellow flame.
Clearly why they lost.
137.
Shout out Duncan Robinson.
Shout out Duncan
also
Robinson.
Had a great game.
Yes. Are the Clippers, is Kawhi's legacy on the line? That's what people are asking.
Yes, it is. This is a legacy series.
This is a legacy
because if you lose against the same team twice in back-to-back years, and that team doesn't eventually go on to win the championship.
Wait, last year they
the bubble? They lost to the Mavericks in the bubble, didn't they?
I thought they lost to the Nuggets.
Am I wrong? I've been wrong before.
You're remembering that incredible Luka game?
I am, yes.
Where he hit the game winner?
You're right. That's
which was incredible, but I'm pretty sure they lost to the bubble Nuggets.
Okay.
Denver over Clippers.
All right, my fault.
That's okay.
Western semifinal.
But yeah.
No, just readjust. Pivot your point.
You
still have your pivot foot.
Listen, my point remains exactly the same, even if my facts are incorrect. My take's not going to change.
No. Don't ever change a take.
You told me that. Hang on, wait. Where's the camera? You told me you were assembling a super team. You said I was led to believe that the Clippers were going to win 3 titles in a row when you assembled that team with that defense, and you go out, you get Mr. Big Shot free agent, Kawhi Leonard, Mr. Free Agent signing of the summer, and you can't even get to a finals? Get out of my face.
Playoff P?
Playoff poo-poo.
Yeah, got him. Playoff PU.
I did see not Stephen A. Smith. Skip Bayless had a great take. If you wondered what went wrong in that game, by the way, Skip says, "I just figured out what I did wrong. I ran for an hour before the Clippers game, didn't have time to take a shower, so put on the Versace robe Lil Wayne gave me for Christmas. He's a Lakers fanatic. The gold robe jinxed me. Never again will I wear it during a Clippers game." That's 3 awesome brags the same take on why he got jinxed by Lil Wayne's Lakers robe.
That's great. Luka's awesome. I love the Clippers because the Clippers are one of those teams that bring out like the worst takes in media because on paper they should be good. So now if they're not good, if they don't win this series, do they hate playing with each other? They hate each other. Mm-hmm. Who did playoff P fuck?
Oh yeah, it very quickly turns into like someone's girlfriend got pregnant
because it makes those like, hey, maybe they're just not that good. Mm-hmm. But no. They were supposed to be the best. This was supposed to be their town now, so we have to find a different reason for why they suck.
We were led to believe is my favorite take because it's usually the people who did the leading to believe
correct
that then say we were led to.
Yes.
We were told that they were going to be a superstar team that would win multiple titles, and it's like no, you told us that, and then you incepted yourself into thinking everyone else thought the same way you do. But yeah,
it's the Eric Andre meme. I shooting him, being like, "How could you do this?"
Exactly. I do think that like I have fun watching playoff P fail in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm starting to. I'm
fun.
not there, but I'm getting close. Picture me actually feeling bad for playoff P.
I'm not there yet.
No, but picture me feeling bad for playoff P.
At that point, you
and then switching back and forth between feeling bad and making fun of him with my dick in your clit. I didn't watch our Nuggets, but this is a matchup nightmare for them. So, and also Melo, fucking putting it to the Denver crowd who were booing him. I love it. I love
CJ
Melo.
too.
Yeah, CJ as well.
Wild.
So, yeah, wild.
He
played there.
He was drafted,
and now he's playing there.
Wait, so when he was
against them, opponent locker room.
Whoa!
Wow, same building.
Yes, they changed
the name. Now it's Ball.
I feel bad for Jokic because he's going to be like, remember that year when Dirk won the MVP, but they were still giving out MVPs like during the second round? Like they physically were, and he had to go accept it even though they'd already been bounced? Mm-hmm. Like that's going to happen to Jokic.
So you know what else is wild about Carmelo? So he played in that same building after he was drafted. His coach in college, you guessed it, Buddy Boeheim's dad.
Wait. Is it also Jimmy Boeheim's dad?
It is, yeah.
Oh, wild.
Crazy.
Wild.
Small world, guys.
All right. The Sixers, Wizards.
Bullets. In the playoffs, we call them the Bullets.
The Bullets. I just love Ben Simmons' stat line. He
also can't shoot free throws.
That's the most Ben Simmons stat line ever. He went 6 points, 15 rebounds, 15 assists.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how?
He did shoot a free, though.
How do you... He really is... Like he might be the greatest basketball player who cannot score of all time.
I think he's kind of like he's broken the game.
He can't score.
You would think that it would be impossible for a guy that is bad at shooting to be an elite basketball player.
Yeah,
but he's somehow figured out a way to be insanely good at basketball while also not scoring points, which is like he's just such a good facilitator.
Yeah, he is like the apex. Like there is that guy who exists in every like pickup basketball game who can do literally everything but shoot the basketball. And it's like, how does he just jump over everyone? Mm-hmm. How does he like dribble past everyone? But he can't shoot. He just forgot that part of the game.
What do you think would solve his? Because he obviously is like a very good athlete.
Oh, he's an incredible athlete.
So he's got it. He's got it in his system.
He's a great
to
defender.
Potentially be good at shooting a basketball. It's in there somewhere. Like a hypnotist?
I kind of like the fact that like I feel like the Sixers maybe, I mean, we'll see because they're the 1 seed and the East is kind of theirs to win. Obviously the Nets are loaded, but like maybe they figured it out that like just never expect Ben Simmons to score more than 15 points and you're good. He can do everything else. It's okay to do everything else.
Yeah.
He is an incredible defender and I mean, you can't get like a more physically dominating point guard in like his height and everything. So maybe that's just the answer. I mean, obviously it helped that Tobias Harris went off, but
him and Embiid though shooting free throws at the end of a game, it's a nightmare.
Just take them both out. Yeah.
That's your two best defensive guys.
All right, and so we've waited long enough. Let's talk about Braun. That him dying.
First of all,
is he gonna be okay?
No, first of all, I think before we talk about LeBron, we should make sure. Jake, can you look up and make sure that LeBron James is healthy and that he doesn't have a serious injury that he sustained? I would feel bad personally joking about that if he was hurt, if he was like in the hospital. What's the outcome of that?
He's okay?
His Wikipedia says he's alive.
He should have been suspended for this game, by the way, for the tequila party.
That is the funniest part to me because what would LeBron James have to do to get suspended by Adam Silver? Shoot up an airport?
Kill Adam Silver's family?
Adam Silver would be like, I sympathize with the players' concerns over travel restrictions.
But we really need these ratings for game one.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you see the theory that it was a Kardashian setup because that's her? Which one? Kylie?
Kendall dates Devin Booker.
And it's Kendall's tequila, and she was trying to get him suspended for game one. Mm-hmm. Which, why would you do game one? Like, the Lakers never win game ones. So, or LeBron doesn't. Like, that's his thing.
Yeah.
Believe me, I've been on the other side of him when, like, the Bulls used to beat him in game one. I'd be like, this is the year.
That was his feeling out game.
It's going to happen. Yeah. And then you just fucking rip your soul out. So, the injury, well, CP3, that was such a classic CP3 moment where it's like, oh, of course he's going to get injured, which I think still will happen. But it was a freak thing. Sucks, but he came back, and I don't know how injured he is. But only to be upstaged by LeBron. So put this clip, actually put the clip, Liam, while we're talking about it. If you notice, so LeBron goes down after a guy who's like a foot smaller than him boxes him out. And LeBron's basically dead on the ground, sniper shot from the ceiling.
A pretty much dislocated shoulder.
Right. So he's got all the eyes on him. And then a funny thing happens. My man Cam Payne decides, you know what, I'm going to step up for my teammates. A little scuffle, a little brouhaha happens at around like the elbow 3-point area, right? LeBron looks up and he sees, oh no, all the attention is off of me. So the scuffle happens. LeBron gets up. He walks over to where the scuffle happened, and then he collapses again at that exact spot so that everyone then looks at LeBron and his pretty much broken shoulder. Uh-huh. And I just have to say, chef's kiss, that was truly the GOAT of like LeBron, injury antics, which I'm actually now getting to the point where I love it because it just adds such a funny element to the game. And of course, people say you guys are LeBron haters. Yes, I'm a LeBron hater, but I also admit that he's fucking insane, second best player of all time, yada, yada, yada. If you can't at least laugh and be like, dude, this is ridiculous. The guy who never gets injured is always getting injured in the most horrific fashion.
Oh, I flipped on LeBron's injury thing in the playing game when he
pull it up.
When he opened up his eyes and it looked like he was actually dead. LeBron James thought that he was dead.
Yes.
During the play, like it was. Yeah, he got poked in the eye. But if you're inside his brain, he actually thought either he had been sucked into the vortex and he was playing with the Toon Squad again, or he thought that he was seriously dead. And he opens his eyes and it was a miracle. And in his brain, it's a miracle that he was able to play in that game. In this game, I don't think he does it on purpose. I think it's just like part of his nature.
Theatrics.
This is just what, ever since he's been involved with the EPL.
Yeah.
He's learned.
But he's been doing this forever. Remember when he dove into the cameras? Watch this. Ready? Okay, so he goes down.
Yep.
And
he's writhing.
And he's writhing in pain. Mm-hmm. And now, everyone's watching LeBron. Oh no, the camera's going to this fight. And campaign shouldn't have been. Okay, wow, this fight. Everyone's looking at this fight. LeBron is left dying in the paint, and no one is paying attention to him. Uh-huh. This is tragic. LeBron then gets up, finds the energy to just walk over, and then gets the exact same spot where the scuffle happened, up, and he's dead again. And he goes back down on his knees, where he then has the trainers check him out at the scene of the fight. It's it is the most...
It was also, let's be honest.
I can't get enough of
it was kind of a borderline dirty play on Chris Paul.
I can't
on
get
the
enough
rebound.
of
Did you see that? Yes. So Chris Paul grabs him, tries to do the Kelly Olynyk, but Chris Paul is just too small that he can't. He's not strong enough to pull his arm out of his shoulder, and that's what sent him down onto the ground. So I think, you know what? I think that's what LeBron was actually saying was the injury. I don't think it had anything to do with the fall. I think it was the pull that he was trying to embellish to the point of having like a stage 2 separation.
Right. Oh my God, I was watching it, and it's truly like it. I know people always like, hey, you need to really appreciate living through the LeBron era. I appreciated that moment when he had the wherewithal to get up and get re-injured in the exact spot where all the action and cameras were. Mm-hmm. That is just truly special. And I know LeBron fans will be like, oh, stop talking about his fault. He makes it part of his game. It's fair game to talk about this because every game he dies. And every game he's awesome. And he's probably going... I responsibly, 1-800-GAMBLER, if you have a problem, I think the Lakers Game 2 is the lock of my lifetime. Like, I think LeBron will answer. You know what I mean? And AD, like we said, like he forgets that he's a 7-footer. He thinks he's a mouse. He's an elephant. The Lakers will be fine in this series, and LeBron will start dominating, and it will all be for naught. But Suns, like, it was fun to see the Suns crowd, their jerseys back in the playoffs, all that stuff. And they have a fucking good team. Their team is awesome.
I disagree with you. I think the Suns are going to win.
Really?
I think they're going to win the series.
I've just been down this path too many times. Like, It's just too many times for LeBron to give up game 1 and to be like, oh, there it is.
The only thing is I think he's met his match with Chris Paul. I feel like they're two sides of the same coin.
When he wants to take over, he can't. He is still, when he wants to be the most dominating player, like he scored 18 points today. Like he didn't push it. He took 13 shots. He was
hungover, Big Cat.
And AD was not good. I do think that obviously is. LeBron can obviously only do so much at his age, which is a lot, but he does need Anthony Davis to play like peak Anthony Davis. And I'm sure that will happen too. And then the Lakers will win 6 or 7. And then we'll be like, oh, well, that was fun to think that the Suns had a chance.
No, Suns are going to win.
Hold on. This is Biz snoring. Oh, did he stop? All right, the Mecca. The Mecca is back.
Mecca was rocking big time.
The Knicks fan base. It's cool to see this.
It's cute.
Oh.
They're just happy to be here.
Wow.
You think that's cute?
Oh, okay.
Well, I saw they lost the game today.
They did, yeah.
They were in it. They had a chance to win. They didn't.
But isn't that...
And there were so many Knicks fans that were like, that was so much fun.
But
this is awesome.
And I didn't actually see any Knicks fans being like, this is so much fun. I'm just glad to be here.
I saw a person that was there that was like, that was awesome. That was their takeaway from the game.
Trigger warning for Knicks fans, but I'm going to say this. Isn't the epitome of Knicks basketball being back is to have an awesome player go to the Mecca and just rip the soul out of all Knicks fans? Like, that's kind of Knicks basketball, at least since I've been alive. Mm-hmm. So, like, that actually should feel really back. Like,
it should feel really familiar.
Comforting. Yeah, familiar. Like, oh, this is Reggie Miller or Michael Jordan or Scottie Pippen. Like, this is it. This feels good.
The atmosphere did look cool, though. Like, having the Mecca rocking like that.
Yeah. And the Knicks... The Knicks lead the league, and it's been so long since they've had a playoff game, and it is fun. I'm rooting for them because I want Derrick Rose to do well, and I do love Tom Thibodeau, who needs to size up in his Q-zip. He needs to. Like, I'm sorry, but he needs to. He looks like a Pixar villain when he's, like, squeezed into that thing.
Yeah, a little bit. I think, like, with his slick back hair and the French last name and the hard coach, he's basically a hockey coach.
Yeah, right. Right, exactly. He is a hockey coach.
So I like the suit not fit. If Tibbs rolled out there looking like GQ, that would be concerning to me. The players wouldn't play as hard for Tibbs if he wore an outfit that fit.
I do think the Knicks are going to win this series. I do think they'll make adjustments. And I love that the Mecca leads the league in dudes rocking jerseys with nothing underneath. It's fucking awesome. And it's every age. You see, like, 8-year-olds, you can see 6-year-old Wall Street guys, they got the jersey on, and they got no T-shirt underneath.
Gold chain underneath, though.
Gold chain works.
Gold chain is the only thing that's permitted.
It's something about that look that brings, like, a springtime, summertime playoff energy that I love. I just love it.
It's been a while since somebody has had to shush the crowd at MSG.
Yeah.
So, like, although Trae Young does need some work on his shushing, it was like his shush was... Yeah. Like his finger was at his forehead, basically.
It was a weird shush, yeah.
He was covering up the hairline, I think.
Yes.
But it was a weird shush, he needs work on that. But that kind of goes along with having a guy suck the soul out. Like, getting shushed at MSG by an opposing player. I don't know, it brought back Reggie Miller to me a little bit.
Yes, exactly. And Spike Lee looking like, how could this happen? Well, it happens all the time. But it's good that it's happening. That's my point.
I do want them to win. I want to see like multiple rounds of playoffs.
I want to see Nets versus Knicks, which I think would only happen in the Eastern Conference Final, but that would be sick. All right, and then the Jazz are playing right now. I don't know.
They're the Jazz.
I mean, they should be playing the Warriors, but again, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say that. It was cool that we had that Wednesday night moment. It's awesome that we don't have Steph Curry in the playoffs, even though they had the 8th seed. Again, not going to say it. F1. Monaco. Did we give him the PMT bump?
I
think so.
Christian Hornier.
We'll take credit for it.
He pissed in the right toilet. He found his lucky toilet, and Max Verstappen took the checkered flag.
Yes.
And that was talking F1.
They're back. And then soccer ended today. But
by the way, I saw episode 2.
Yeah.
Or no, episode 4 now.
Okay.
Fucking Renault with the contract dispute, and then they fucking get Ricardo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
It's crazy. Well, yeah. If you haven't watched yet. But he's on that team, and also the team has totally changed their name.
Yeah, I noticed that today. When I was looking at the standings, I was like, where's Renault?
Yeah, yeah. But it's fun to talk F1. And also I learned what a gearbox is.
Yeah, what is a gearbox? Because
it's a box of gears.
Okay. That makes sense.
I'm just so thrilled that I have a new group of fans that I can just pretend I know what I'm talking about, and then them get mad at me, and then me be like, okay, whatever. Like I didn't even...
Is Red Bull Racing bad for F1?
No, but the Constructors' Cup is back on.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. That's what they call it, Constructors. Is it Constructors? I think it's Constructors, right?
Did you seriously just look at me like I...
What do you get when you win the Constructor?
Constructor?
The Constructor standings.
Yeah.
Constructor standings.
Yeah.
The
I
table.
just added a cup. That's fine.
It's the table.
Yeah. But there's 2 tables.
Yeah.
There's the singular table, and then there's the team table.
Right, team table.
Yeah, Max Verstappen is on the top of the regular.
Well, he's not a great teammate.
Person, yeah. Oh, Biz just got a text. No, he got a notification. Okay.
I think after the interview, we should tell him what happened with McDavid at the end of his game.
Oh, what happened?
We'll save it. Teaser.
Well, hey, tell us what happened.
No.
Okay, we'll say. He got...
something did happen. They lost. They blew a 4-1 lead.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What did McDavid do?
Well,
he retired.
His team is fucked.
He decided to retire.
He quit. He took his jersey off.
Yeah. He said, I'm out of here. All right, let's do our Who's Back of the Week. Then we have Biz. And then at the end, we'll wake him up. We'll do a little Monday reading, and we'll do a little I Had Another Kid talk. All right. Who's Back of the Week is brought to you by Cash App. The stock market, investing through Cash App, buying and selling Bitcoin, that is all back. Yeah, you can do it all on the Cash App. It's super easy to do. It links directly to your bank account. It's awesome. So go check out the Cash App, buy and sell Bitcoin, and play some stock market. And, of course, when you download the Cash App, enter the referral code Barstool. You get $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA. Download the Cash App from the App Store, Google Play Store today, and get involved with our friends at the Cash App. Also, shout out the Cash App. They're the ones who got us Christian Horner on Friday. So if you like that interview, if you want us to talk about F1, please support the Cash App. Okay, Hank. Who's back?
My Who's Back. I have a couple. First one's chugging beers.
Yugging or chugging?
Beers.
Yugging. I mean, it's both of my Who's Backs are crowd related, but that's just, Taylor Luan, our coworker, busting with the boys. Taewon Luan.
Taewon.
What about Zach Wilson? He didn't yug a beer. He yugged a H2O. He yugged a water.
True.
Really?
That's responsible.
Yeah, because he's Mormon.
Love it.
My other Who's Back is old jerseys.
I thought it was because he was under 21.
Oh, he might be. He definitely. That's actually not a bad explanation. If I were him, I would give that because he
21.
He would definitely get carded,
right?
If he went to try to buy a beer, and he could be like, "I didn't have my ID on."
Right.
Old jerseys. I was on the way to work today. I saw a guy in a Porzingis jersey.
Yeah, the Porzingis one makes no sense. Yeah,
like I think it's because of the pandemic. You know, people haven't been going to games, haven't been buying jerseys, so it's like you basically have a 2-year window where you're like, oh fuck, let's just go and it's been 2 years, so that player might not be on the team anymore. But it's also something that's fun about going to games in general, where it's like you walk around and you see at any game the most random old jerseys. But it's one of those little quirks you kind of forgot about with crowds not being around that It's fun to see again.
Lollapalooza is going to be a big city for that.
No, but Porzingis was like the guy here. For
a
minute.
The unicorn. Yeah. Okay, good job, Hank.
Nice, Hank.
Did you have a good weekend?
It was all right.
Friday night you showed your ass?
Yep.
Yeah.
On a live stream?
Congratulations.
Thanks.
I didn't think that you had that dump.
No, yeah.
Little junk in the trunk?
Little cake.
Did you have any... Was it true that you had some streak marks?
No.
Okay. Thank you for addressing that.
You're welcome.
I also I invited Hank to hang out with me on Friday after the stream, and he just never replied to me. So I think that's a feather.
Oh, well,
in
you
his
can
cap.
thank Biz. I mean, we were doing a lot of Pink Whitney shots. I was pretty buckled by the end of the game. I just went home and went to sleep.
Okay.
Responsible.
And yeah.
Responsible Hank.
Somewhat responsible, yeah. Biz they put me in a blender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will happen.
My Who's Back of the Week is cicadas. Cicadas are officially back. And a couple weeks ago when we talked about cicadas, I said be on the lookout for cicada content because we hadn't had like a cicada resurgence since the blogosphere has really been a thing. Cicada content is way more fucked up than I thought it was going to be. Like there's some cicada freaks out there.
There's just waiting to shine.
There's a guy that's like making action figures of like demonic like characters and comic book characters out of cicada shells. It's fucking disturbing. Of course there's like all sorts of cicada like recipes and like ways to cook them and ways to prepare them and fun things like that are kind of gross, but like we predicted that. I did not think that the internet had freaks that would basically like jack off to cicada porn.
Ugh.
Just
Weirdos.
look up the cicada shell action figures.
Yes.
It's frankly disturbing.
Ugh. Is that it? Who's back?
Yeah.
Who's back?
Well, also Man City. Man City's back.
Yeah, they are. What'd they do?
They won top of the table for EPL.
Nice.
Man City, bitch, man.
Ooh,
Man City, bitch.
Swans might be coming up.
You said soccer ended today. Who won?
Man City.
Yeah.
Top of the table.
Swans might be coming up. Next Saturday, they play a game to decide if they're coming up at Wembley. No big deal. All right, my Who's Back is just a whoa stat for you. There was on Thursday maybe, the 20,000th MLB player of all time debuted, which is fucking crazy that if you think about it, this goes back to, 1870 or something. Mm-hmm. 20,000 players, that's it. So if you took every player who's appeared in a single game of Major League Baseball, they wouldn't even come close to filling a Major League Baseball stadium.
When you put it that way, it's kind of weird.
It's crazy to think only 20,000 players have ever played Major League Baseball. It also puts into perspective just how incredible of a human being Dan Herron is.
Correct.
Because he's one of 20,000. And really, he's more like one of like 5,000 who were like really good at baseball.
And Dan Herron has gotten hits off of... What, 2 of those?
Yes.
Maybe upwards of 5 of those 20,000.
What was the Albert Pujols stat?
He's gotten hits off like 9% of anyone that's ever pitched in Major League Baseball. Not really that impressive.
Well, it's not as impressive when you realize that like for 75 of like the 150 years of baseball, it was pretty much just like the Yankees playing the Dodgers every year.
There were like 3 guys named Gentlemen that were pitching.
Yeah.
A guy with 3 fingers.
Pirates.
The best player in baseball had 3 fingers for like a decade.
Yes. Yeah. But that's just a crazy stat. 20,000. Because you think I would have guessed way more if I had no knowledge of it. Mm-hmm. Thinking about 150 years of the game being played. 20,000.
It is wild.
20,000. It was a backup catcher for the Seattle Mariners, which is kind of cool.
He got into the
game?
He
was the 20,000th player to appear in a game.
Does he win anything? Is it like at a supermarket when you're their millionth customer?
I wonder how many of those 20,000 like only played like less than 10 games.
Yeah, just got up.
A cup of coffee, guys.
Yeah,
cup of coffee
like
in the MLB is such a cool thing to say.
I saw an article the other week, and I meant to click on it, and I feel bad that I didn't click on it. So if somebody could summarize it for me, but basically saying like if you get labeled as a middle reliever in baseball, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Unless you go out there and you have a streak of like 20 awesome games in a row as middle reliever, you're fucked, and you're just going to like move around for the rest of your career, and you'll pitch 2 innings a game like every other game.
Because no one wants to actually pay you like real money.
You'll never
just go. Yeah.
You'll never become a closer. You'll never become a starter.
I think cup of coffee in Major League Baseball might be the coolest. Coolest. Like I was an athlete, but not. I wasn't like a star kind of thing to say.
Yeah.
Maybe drafted in like, I don't know. maybe drafted in the NBA or NFL. But then people are like, what went wrong?
Yeah, how come you didn't last?
Cup of coffee in Major League Baseball means like you climbed it, like you did it. You went through
There's way more shit. There's way more grinders that make the MLB versus the NBA or NFL because it's just like there's so many less people. You have to be super talented just to get in.
Right.
And then you usually flame out.
Right. It would also be sick if you were like a running back that scored, I don't know, like you're a backup running back that got in, scored a few touchdowns, and became like a fantasy must start for like 3 games to end out a season.
Right.
And then no one ever heard from you again.
Yes.
Because
that would be
then
cool.
You'd at least have like a built-in fan base of guys who are like,
Peyton Hillis.
Thank you for
that
winning
whole
me.
season. Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? Gray?
Jonas Gray.
Jonas Gray, yeah.
He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He slept in.
Yeah. Jake, who's back?
I have one. Did you guys see this Mariners lineup first? You're talking about the Mariners. There's like 2 or 3 guys that I think are like recognizable names.
Let me see it. I'll tell you.
Donovan Walton, leadoff hitter.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch Haniger, Kyle Seager.
Kyle Seager's recognizable.
Yeah, Kyle Lewis.
Yeah.
I've heard of those 3 then. Jose Godoy.
That's the guy. That's the 20,000th.
Yeah.
Jose Godoy.
Right.
20,000th.
Sam Haggerty, Jacob Nottingham, Jack Mayfield, and Justin Dunn.
And they had some kid who came up recently who's like supposed to be a superstar. The Mariners are low key, and this is now just a direct shot at our friend Spencer Hawes, who may or may not be trying to get Kwame Brown on the show.
Jared Kelenic, the one from the
Jared Kelenic,
Mets,
he's going to be sick. Yeah. The Mariners are like one of those teams. It's kind of like Minnesota sports and the Seattle Mariners. You don't really understand the sadness until you actually like look into it a little bit, and you're like, oh shit. They haven't been in the playoffs
ever
since 2001.
Pretty much never. Yeah.
And they had Ken Griffey Jr. and Randy Johnson and A-Rod.
I mean, that team was one that you could just name Jay Buhner.
Yeah. And like they had all those. They had Ken Griffey Jr.,
Tino
A-Rod,
Martinez.
Was Tino on it?
Yeah, I think he was.
Ichiro?
Yeah, I mean that's later. But I'm saying like they had A-Rod and Ken Griffey Jr. and Randy Johnson and Edgar Martinez all at like the height of their powers. Those are 4 Hall of Famers and nothing to show for it. Mm-hmm. It's sad. So I didn't mean to do that. That was a complete tangent. I apologize to Mariners fans. That's complete assault. But it's more actually saying we feel your pain. When was the last time they went to the playoffs? 2001. And what was their record? Was that
116
that was the year? Yeah, they lost to the White Sox, right? In the first round.
No, they lost to the Yankees in the ALCS.
In the ALCS, okay, never mind. They beat the White Sox in the first round, maybe?
They beat the Indians.
I'm just
White Sox was the year before.
I think you're thinking of the year they broke the record.
Yes, that's right.
And then they lost in the first round.
Yes. Was that the year before? 2000?
Yeah, 2000, yeah.
What was their record?
91 and 71.
Okay. So that wasn't the record.
No, it was 01 was 116.
116.
And 46.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's insane.
They had a couple years where they were really, really good and missed the playoffs, too.
116 wins, though?
116. They lost the AL Championship Series. So they did win around. They won a round in the playoffs.
But it's been 20 years.
2001 and 2000.
It's been 20 years. I remember I went to a game out there like 3 years ago. Awesome ballpark.
Great park. Great food.
Great food. Yeah. Great park. Really cool. Highly recommend it. But I looked up and there was like a banner that said AL West 2001 or whatever. It might not even been the AL West then. And I was like, holy shit, is that the last time they went to the playoffs? And it was. And this is your sad
They've
Mariners
won like mid-90s amounts of games.
This is really sad. I'm sorry.
A couple times, and they missed the playoffs when that happened.
I really apologize.
Oh, they know.
No, I know, but it's just very sad to like say. But
you know what? They probably appreciate the fact that it's being brought up because sometimes when you're playing out west on a team that's as unremarkable as the Mariners are, you lose that vibe of being like the most lovable losing franchise.
But they have like a coolness factor because of Ken Griffey Jr.
They should be lovable losers at this point.
And it really is. It's more shining a light like when you talk about like these certain cities where you're like, oh yeah, it's worth like we always talk about Cleveland or we always talk about the Bills but no, there's some really bad ones out there. Mm-hmm. All right, enough of that. Let's do our interview with Paul Bissonnette, and then we're going to wake him up. And that should be very exciting. Our interview with Biz was brought to you by our friends at Bose. You got to check out Bose. Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds are the world's most effective noise-canceling earbuds out there. If you're trying to, maybe block out the noise on the subway, if you're going for a run along a lake path or something, maybe you're just walking down the street and trying to get rid of the noise out there, or maybe you're at a busy work. I know our office is very busy, always buzzing. It's good to have those Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds, because Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds deliver world-class noise canceling, elevating your focus. They provide crisp, clear sound wherever you are. They're super comfortable, and the touch controls are easy to use. They're great for any phone calls you need to make. And if you want to get yourself a pair of Bose, go to bose.com/barstool. That's BOSE.com/barstool to rule the quiet with your own Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds. Do I have any in here? I don't know. I do have a pair at my desk. I love my Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds. I wear them whenever the office gets a little too loud. So go check them out. Bose.com/barstool to rule the quiet with your own Bose Quiet Comfort earbuds. Okay, here he is, Paul Bissonnette. Okay, we now welcome on the man, the myth, the legend.
He just farted.
I'm running on fumes right now.
I literally just farted his entire way into the studio.
Outside, no. Outside the door.
On the way in.
Did it trail me?
Oh yeah, I heard it, and then I was like, "Oh yeah,
I'm getting it now."
Yeah, I got a little bit. It's Paul Bissonnette.
You could probably smell it through your earphones.
Yep. Got caught in the Traxedo shorts. I tried to give it the old.
Is there anything worse? There's nothing worse than being like, all right, I'm doing the right thing. I'm going to fart outside of the room and just having it just tail you all the way in.
I actually didn't give one fuck. I wish I would have let it rip right in the middle of the room.
You should have. If you got another one, just let it go.
Biz is beaming right now. He says that he's running on fumes, but this is Biz Nasty in his element. He's done 4 streams in 4 days. An Iron Man streak, some may say, will never be beaten by anybody.
Clap it up.
Hardest working man in media.
Phil Mickelson, Paul Bissonnette achievement this week.
No, you.
4 straight days, kind of like a major.
Yeah. But this is actually technically 5. This is your 5th.
And should we talk about it, or is this a sensitive subject because he beat?
We already talked about it on the show earlier.
Yeah, I don't know why you're coming at Brooks.
We brought you on to talk about NBA. So is LeBron James the toughest person in sports?
I haven't been following any basketball.
All right, yeah, let's talk some hockey.
Hockey has taken over the sports universe.
You are a Twitter account right now. You are the person that we were talking about on the show that replies to Big Cat and says,
NBA's irrelevant.
Talk about hockey. Why are you talking about
But here we are. Let's talk about some hockey. I actually have some questions.
Where do we start?
Would you want to start with the question we asked right before this whole taping started? You looked up. You saw the Avs closed out the Blues.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Is anyone beating the Avs?
I don't know. But I tell you what, everybody in hockey has been waiting for Avalanche Golden Knights, and I think everybody was skeptical on whether it was going to happen. Minnesota came in with a bit of a wagon. They made a late push at the season where everyone was like, oh, geez, are they going to knock off Vegas? I think it's going to be Vegas, Colorado, and it's going to be a juggernaut of a series, and we are going to see it.
You think whoever wins that series wins the cup?
I think that those are 2 of the biggest heavyweights. We talked about, I think, last time I came on the show when I predicted that the Philadelphia Flyers were going to win the Stanley Cup.
You just did that to yourself. I don't remember that at all. Like, you just cell-phoned it.
I thought maybe some team from the North would have an easy entry to the Final Four where they wouldn't have been tested as the Avs or Golden Knights would in the second round.
So wait, the other
team... It kind of sucks that the 2 best teams get to go face off in the second round.
Yep. And also that John Tavares got hurt and is probably out. Do you think he's out for the playoffs? I would assume. I mean, that was
I don't know. They said no structural damage, but I mean, with concussions and how serious it was, and then actually there was reports that came out afterward about how his knee had been injured. Now,
ooh. Well, yeah, his knee probably got injured because look, I'm not telling the equipment staff.
Yeah, I'm not a trainers
either, what to do. But that was
a lot of dead weight.
The best look when they went to try to they picked him up like a puddle. They tried to pick him up like he was water, and he was just flopping everywhere because he was very concussed. It was basically Will Ferrell in the Flint Tropics, whatever that movie is, where they're just like dangling him.
They were playing origami with Tavares' body.
What does that mean when you say no structural damage, but he has a concussion? Where does it? What is part of the structure?
Well, I thought originally they thought that maybe his orbital bone had been smashed because his knee hit him right in the face, right? So no structural damage is important, but as far as the concussion is concerned, it could be 3 to 4 weeks based on like how that looked.
What'd you think about the fight after? Because I know there was a lot of people who were very upset about it. I think it's partly because it's Corey Perry, which I understand, and there was a lot of people like, "What are you doing?" There's like that's not going to make John Tavares come back. But the way I saw it was, it's guys who are competing at a high level, playoff hockey, emotional. You don't know that it was a complete accident, and then your initial reaction is, we got to defend our fucking guy.
Fair. Mind you, at the face-off circle, Foligno said, I know it was an accident, but I have to do this. So there's so many variables.
Okay, so that is then like old school meatball shit.
It's the most hockey thing ever.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, no hard feelings, but let's
I didn't know
fight.
he said that. I didn't know he said
I'm
that.
going to punch you in the face, no offense.
All variables considered. Foligno comes over from Columbus. He wants to make an impact. First series, the captain gets knocked out. It happens to a guy who's he's a heel. Corey Perry.
He is, yes. That's what I'm saying. There are certain guys, when they hit someone, even if it's an accident, you just assume he did it on purpose.
Yeah,
Corey Perry's in that category.
So he wants to implement a little bit of pain to Corey Perry for implementing pain to his team, in a sense. And on the flip side of that is, when something like that happens in the midst of a game, let alone a playoff game, the both benches are completely depleted because they're both concerned about the health of the player. In my opinion, that Foligno fight right off the face-off with Corey Perry completely resets the mindset of both teams to, we're right back in the midst. This is playoff hockey. Not to say it didn't happen, but we're trying to forget about it as soon as possible. So I actually like that. I thought the rest of the game was awesome. It was very competitive, given the fact that something as serious as that, and the game got fucking kind of timed out for what, 15, 20 minutes as he took the Iron Pony off the ice.
It's almost like a Kickstarter back into the game.
It was a Kickstarter back into the game, and the fact that he gave the thumbs up on the way out, I think, let his own team know, hey, I'm going to be all right. So it was very sad in one sense, but it was nice to see the game get back going in the other.
Mm-hmm. What about the Caps Bruins series? I'm just going to assume it's the first intermission right now. It's 0-0. Caps have looked pretty bad.
Traveling
in their last 4 periods of hockey.
Because at the beginning of the show, you might be
I already
doing
talked
Soggy
about
Sorrows.
it, but I'm already accepting the fact that the Caps will probably lose this game.
Yeah,
they're like 99% chance going to lose this series because they don't look like themselves. They look old. They look injured.
They're banged up.
They're very banged up. Thank you. Okay, so that's the spin zone. I was wondering what spin zone I was going to use, but if we were at full strength, then this is a different series.
Apparently, Oshie's banged up. And it's not their year.
So when it comes to Ovi,
this is the start of their championship.
He's a free agent. It could be. Yeah, it could be.
It's not their year. Paul Bissonnette, who said it's the Flyers' year.
You know what? And you could say I took that personally.
You fucking asshole.
So what happens after the season? Because Ovi's a free agent going into this offseason.
He's going to Buffalo.
Shut up. I think I'd probably be okay with that. I'd probably be fine with Ovi going to the Sabres. But I don't want to see him play for another team. Do you think that, because he said it's like, I either want to play for the Capitals or I want to play in Russia for the rest of my career. Do you see him going somewhere else?
Yeah, Russia.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to be
So there you
playing.
go.
I'm fine with that. Him and Putin team up for like 20 combined goals a game.
Where'd you land on the Tom Wilson shit? I know where Whitney was.
I mean, take a guess. Where Biz?
Well, no.
I think I was in here when it all happened.
No. Like I'm saying,
that was another Tom Wilson.
The Rangers, Tom Wilson was a million. With the Rangers, where did you land? We know where Whit landed.
I landed on the fact that Panarin went spider monkey on his back, and in the heat of the moment, he threw him off. And as a Rangers fan, I probably wouldn't be happy, but I thought that no suspension was the right call, and that was it. We moved on.
Yeah, and do you think that there's so? It feels like obviously they've phased out fighting in hockey, and part of
that's not true.
Well, it's definitely different than
if you check
10
the
years
analytics,
ago.
if you check the analytics to this year, it rise like 40%.
Really?
And people credit it to the fact that it was all this in division play.
Yep.
But I think that the hate has brewed back up in the NHL, and you're seeing it in these playoffs, and that's why more so than any sport, I think that hockey has It just rises to another level when it gets to playoff hockey. Every fucking whistle, there's a scrum. The hatred is real. Every series in the first round is competitive, unlike the sick league where it's half the series are 4-0.
The Avs swept the Blues.
That's correct. Yeah, that's the one sweep of the series. That's because the Avs are in fact a juggernaut.
What about this, Biz? I think that there's more fighting in hockey this year because it's kind of a backlash. The players are backlashing against the media because the media has gotten so soft.
Correct.
When you've got the number one hockey podcast, Spittin' Chicklets, basically neutering the game. and trying to take all the physicality out of it. And the players are out there and they're like, you know what? We're going to prove to you that this is still a physical game, even though the media is trying to drag us in this one direction. Do you agree with that?
I 100% agree with that.
You can't play the game on a spreadsheet.
You cannot.
I do think that less fighting than 20 years ago is good, but you'll never get it all the way out of the game, nor should it be all the way out of the game.
Now, you say that half jokingly where the media kind of brought it to this place, and obviously concussions are at the forefront right now, and everybody's trying to understand what's going on with that, but I think that for a period of time, everyone was kind of in this like neutral standpoint of like, is the game getting a little bit softer? Should we maybe take out the fighting? And it's gone right back the other way.
But your explanation of the Corey Perry situation, in that series between the Leafs and the Canadiens was the perfect example of like a player's perspective versus a media's perspective, where I didn't, I'm not thinking
media members were going, why is this happening? It's like,
and what you just said.
Well, there's a lot of reasons.
You had 20 minutes.
Foligno needs to prove himself to his new franchise to say, I'm fucking here and I'm ready to stick up for my teammates. On the flip side of that, you got a guy in the other team who I would assume most guys in the Leafs locker room hate his guts, which most other members in the league hate his guts, Corey Perry, because every time he shows up to play in a game, he's showing up to win. And whether that's landing on the goalie, taking a cheap shot here, taking a cheap shot there. And that was their response. And even though it was an accident, I thought it reset the tone to the series, and I thought it was the right play.
But that's the part that I think everyone misses, what you said, you got 20 minutes, you're just standing around on the ice, hoping that John Tavares is okay. The Bruins just scored. Hoping John Tavares is okay, and then you got to kind of be like, hey, guys, let's get back into this. Like, it's playoff hockey, and that kick started it. So I do appreciate your perspective on that. I have a question about the Lightning, who also... That is another series. So actually, if you actually look at it, I think it's going to be Avs sweep. If the Bruins win this, that'd be 4-1. If the Lightning win their next one, that'd be 4-1. But you're right, everything's competitive.
I think the Lightning are only up 2-1 right now.
I thought they were up 3-1.
I thought they were up 3-1 too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm
3.
Oh, was there a game this
You've been doing a lot of
You've
streaming.
Been doing so many streams.
Okay,
it's
well,
probably hard.
I think they added Lightning.
What did you think about the complaints about the Kucherov coming in? Well, now he's hurt, but the salary cap. Because I know people were pissed about it. I personally think that you can't complain about it because those are the rules. Also, as a Blackhawks fan, the Blackhawks did the exact same thing in 2015 with Kane. So, for people who don't know, in the NHL, the salary cap doesn't exist for the playoffs. So the argument is Kucherov.
Well, does it exist in any league?
Well, no, but I'm saying you can be over the cap in the playoffs.
Well, can you get penalized for that in NBA?
Yeah, you can't be. Yeah, I think there's I think you have to be under the cap or there's a luxury tax.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
But either way, in the NHL, you could put someone on long-term, injured reserve, and their money doesn't count, and then sign a bunch of guys, and then when you get to the playoffs, if they get healthy. Oh wow! Now, I think the Blackhawks were about $5 million over the cap.
Yeah, they activate
in 2015.
They activate them as the playoffs are kicking off.
What are you saying, Hank?
It's 2-1.
Oh, it's
in the Lightning series.
Oh, really? Are you sure?
That's allowed 2-1.
That 3-1? Is allowed 3. I'm pretty sure it's 3-1.
Hank, did they play that? I think they played this afternoon.
Yeah, they're 3-1. 3-1.
It's 3-1.
You missed the game.
Oh, got it. My bad.
You're the Pittsburgh. So you're cool with it, though, because I know some people were complaining.
Is he the statistician?
Well, Jake doesn't have a microphone right now, but Jake, right after Hank said that, Jake shook his head. He was like, factually incorrect.
Should we have a wrestling match right here to solve this?
You up. Jake will fuck you up.
Do you think they'll fix that? Him and Hank.
Do you think they'll fix that salary cap gymnastics?
I think that I think maybe the next CBA they'll address it. There was things that they had to address last time. Every time there's a few GMs who they'll read the whole CBA negotiation and they'll find a way to manipulate it.
Right.
Whether it's like eating other teams' players that can't be in the lineup in order to gain draft picks and take on that salary. I mean, the Coyotes have done it a few times. They took on Hossa. They took on Datsuk. They took on the end of Chris Pronger's contract.
Yeah, you guys are dominant.
Yeah.
You found all the loopholes.
Just a bunch of Hall of Famers that played a game for the organization.
Yeah.
Chris Pronger.
Raise their jersey to the Raptors.
So, all right. I've accepted the fact that my team's not going to go anywhere. Big Cat doesn't have a
not
dog
your
in
year.
the fight.
I think you felt it when it was your year.
I did. Hank is a Bruins guy, so I guess technically he's still in, but who knows, because the Capitals aren't shit, and they beat them in the first round.
Jake's Panthers are down 2-1 or 3-1, depending on who you believe.
Right. So I guess I'm asking who would be a good bandwagon team for us to hitch ourselves to, because I think we said at one point we would be a Maple Leafs as our Canadian team, but now it's like, now that Tavares is gone, not looking so great for them. Should we stay with them?
Personally, I'm going to just go with the sport of hockey, because I don't know if you know, but like playoff hockey is just different.
I'm cheering for a respectful handshake line.
Yeah. Maybe Vegas, because they delivered your first.
Oh, that's true.
I do owe them. Yeah.
Well, snap it around.
Flower. I don't like Fleury. He broke my heart too many times. There's some history there.
I could get the Avalanche. Like they're a young, fun team. I mean, McKinnon. What I think he's leading the playoffs in goals right now.
Yeah.
He's
it's a team
awesome.
sport. I don't look at the individual numbers.
That's spoken like a guy who never scored a goal.
Yeah. 7.
I want 7 goals. What was your best goal?
You should also add, like, as the years go on, no one will know. Like, if you just say next year when we're doing this, like, I heard I had 12. People wouldn't know.
7, and my best one was against the San Jose Sharks, and I chased the goalie. The goalie got pulled after I scored against him. I think the coach was like, "Yo, if this guy's fucking scoring, then you're out of here."
What'd you do?
Retire.
Set me up. Walk me through like what was going on in your head for your best goal ever.
It was the first game after All-Star break. My legs were cramping up because I drank a lot in Vegas, and we ended up, having a good time during that All-Star break, and then we were in the offensive zone against San Jose. I think it was in the first or second period, actually, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson set me up in the slot, and it was the perfect setup, and I ended up going to top cheese, and it made it 3-0.
Top cheese? Were you meaning to?
Yeah, I think so. In that moment, yes. And then we went up.
Did you have a celly ready to go?
We went up 3-0, and then
here we go.
And then
Jake's got it right here.
Yeah, there you go. And then they scored 5 unanswered, and we lost. But I had my guy, and I scored
5 unanswered.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Top cheddar.
There's Niemi getting pulled.
Woo! You were jacked up.
I had my guy. High fives to the bench. Todd McClellan, water bottle swig. Get him
the fuck out of here.
Get him out of
Let's
there.
see the replay here. All right.
That was Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
Sick assist.
Boom.
Who's in goal?
That's your best goal ever, huh?
Yeah, Niemi. I think
I
think he won a cup with the Chicago Blackhawks.
Yeah, this was after.
So during the Blackhawks runs, were you just following them around, trying to ride on their coattails?
Patrick Sharp was probably the nicest person of all time. You guys have had him on Spit and Chicklets?
No, I don't. Maybe before I was on.
He basically was like, "Yeah, you can come hang out." And when they won in 13 and 15, just like there was a moment where I was on the bus, and it was like the whole team and just me. And Kane was like, "What are you fucking doing here?" I was like, "Sharp invited me."
He gave me the what the fuck.
Oh yeah, he was like, "Who the fuck brought the blogger?" I was like, "Sharp did," which was fair for him, especially because like the media wasn't really nice to Patrick Kane.
Did he warm up after?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
big
he's probably like, I just called this guy a blogger. I should probably be nice to him.
I mean, that was my entire job then, so it was totally fair.
Now are you guys playing tummy sticks like via DM? You and Patrick Kane?
I mean, I haven't talked to him in a while. I think if I saw him on the street, he would say, "What's up?" Yeah.
You saw him during his crazy days too.
Yeah. Yes.
He's cleaned her up quite a bit.
Yes, I think he has a kid.
Yeah. And should we mention?
No, it wasn't a setup.
That was a segue.
That was literally me just
we
saying
already congratulated Big Cat earlier on the
You
podcast.
dump loads, we get it.
Having a kid means nothing to everyone else.
You dump heavy loads, we get it.
We call him the rope man.
Is there a process to impregnating a girl? Like, do you guys like what's like?
You definitely
when a man and a woman love each other.
No,
very
I know,
much,
but like, do you know?
Do you think you'll ever be a father?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm saying is like when you know you want to get pregnant, like you go out together and like drink wine one night and like go for a nice dinner and then you just come home and you just raw dog, just dumping load after load and just hoping it connects.
That was so romantic.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah, and then a light bulb goes off.
Boom. Yeah, I've always wondered, like, when you are getting a girl pregnant, do you know, like, the second after it happens? Do you walk away, you're like, Kobe.
Are you dropping Peter North loads? Are you dropping big, heavy ones?
Dude, Peter North is part of this show.
He's
lore.
Canadian.
He's part of this show lore. We showed him to Scott Van Pelt on one episode.
You guys
of
should get
BBC
him on
River.
and ask how he was able to.
I would. I want to.
We also
I
showed
want
his-
the MILF Hunter on the show because that guy went off the grid. Like nobody has ever disappeared harder than.
No,
the
he
MILF
pops
Hunter
up every
has.
now and then.
I need
people
to
have
interview him.
pictures. People will like take pictures of him with him, like in like Florida. I think he lives in Key West. Peter North. We also
Is
showed
he
his
retired?
cock. We
Is
showed
he
his cock
retired
to Peter
from
King.
fucking?
We
Yeah,
showed his
that's
cock
true.
to Peter King.
Peter King actually he ate it. Like,
Yeah,
Peter
he
King.
was like, "Oh,
he
well,
took
that's a cock I know."
He was like, "That's a penis. Weird. That's penisish."
That's a Peter.
We're gonna get back to Paul Bissonnette in a second. Before we do, I want to talk to you guys about our great friends over at Bird Dogs. I'm rocking my Bird Dogs right now. It's summertime. Shorts are back, big time. Hank told you that last week. And when I'm wearing shorts, I'm wearing Bird Dogs every single time. Bird Dogs are the perfect short. If you're out there still wearing random shorts that you pick up here and there that you've pieced together, if your shorts drawer looks like just a complete clusterfuck, you need to get on the Bird Dogs train because they're the only pairs of shorts I own. I think I have maybe 10 or 12 pairs of Bird Dogs. My life has improved tremendously from doing a full switch over to Bird Dogs. They've got a built-in liner, which is like underwear. So if you pack up a pair to take to the gym, it makes things a lot easier. You don't have to worry about changing entire outfit. You just put on a fresh new pair of Bird Dogs, change back to your normal clothes. You're good to go. Bird Dogs are the best shorts I've ever worn. They've got zipper pockets. They've got normal pockets. They've got a drawstring, elastic waistband. Very comfortable. You can wear them to the gym. You can also wear them as a swimsuit. They dry off very, very quickly. We love Bird Dogs. It's warming up. Bird Dogs are back. Big time. They stole Lululemon's designer. They're doing it better than Lululemon. They got their leader. They said, I'm the captain now. We are the leaders when it comes to casual athletic wear for guys or girls. Bird Dogs are the best and most comfortable pair of shorts that have ever existed. If you thought that giving away the rubber clogs was good, listen to this giveaway. Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code TAKE. They will throw in a free Bird Dogs whistle tip football. Holy shit. You remember those Nerf Vortex Howler footballs that whistle when you throw them? The footballs that you can throw for pretty much a mile? That's it. Bird Dogs threw their logo on it. Genius. That is a must. I'm putting a PFT must-have for the Bird Dogs whistle tip football. If you plan on going to a beach this summer, you're going to want one of those footballs. Please, Bird Dogs, if you're listening to this, I beg of you, please send me a whistle tip football to huck around at the beach this summer. Go to birddogs.com, promo code TAKE, and boom, you get a free Bird Dogs whistle tip football with your pair of Bird Dogs. You're not going to want to take things off this summer. I promise you that. Now, here's more Paul Bissonnette. Real quick change of conversation. You guys talk about the Vegas flu a lot, and you've documented that it's a very real thing. You just talked about it. Although that might have been you just sliding into the fact that you were injured again when you scored a goal to make us realize how tough you are. But the Vegas flu is real during the regular season. Is it real during the playoffs? Like, are teams going out in Vegas during playoff series?
No, playoff times, you guys
juice.
lock it in.
Yeah.
You're an absolute degenerate if you're chasing it in playoffs. I think there's enough times during the regular season where you can kind of unload. Although, on the flip side of that, the year St. Louis went to their cup, apparently they were having a blast throughout the entire playoffs, getting lit up. Usually on the road, in the hotel, they have this like a away suite where you can play all the videos games and stuff. And apparently they were getting buckled big time in their road suites wherever they were. And even when the LA Kings won their cup, every time they won a series, they were, I think, the 8th seed when they won it their first time. They were going out in Hollywood like 3-4 nights in a row, and they would just rip it up. So as far as Vegas is concerned, I don't think anybody who's traveling to Vegas right now to win a Stanley Cup is drinking. The game has changed a little bit.
Yeah. I just like how you say Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas
organization.
Yeah, the Vegas organization is top class.
Jake, what do you think?
I think it's Vegas, but I think Vegas is cool because you put your little.
Jake just made you. He put you in his back pocket.
Right.
Speaking of putting back pocket, have you recovered from when I sweatered you on Wednesday night? I beat the fuck out of you.
That was live stream 1. That felt like 6 months ago.
I think that was live stream 2.
I think that was actually the night that Big Cat impregnated his wife.
Well, that's not how it works. That's not how it
10
works.
months ago? Was that 10 months ago?
That was 12 hours.
That's not how it works.
Should we explain the fact that girls are not pregnant for 9 months?
Yeah,
Did you explain this to your followers?
It's 10 months. Yeah, no, Biz, I blew his mind. 10 months.
I had no clue.
Because there's no month 0. Yeah.
It's 10 months.
I'm tired. What else are we going to talk about?
All right. What other big takeaways you have from the playoffs? I'm drinking a Coca-Cola right now.
Yeah, I'm struggling, guys. As I said, 4 live streams in a row, a couple interviews. Not a bit, just carrying this whole
sounds like almost like a full
on
work
my back.
It's like listing all the things you did, and it's like that's a work week.
What's the other? Edmonton's down 2-0. McDavid has not recorded a point. I don't. That's taken over Canadian.
They're up 2-0 in the game they're playing right now.
Is he no longer McJesus? You guys call him that all the time. It's like I would think that a player that had earned that nickname would show up in the playoffs.
It's hard because he's basically having to live up to Gretzky, right? And I don't
Jesus. Actually, no, Gretzky's
give us the rankings of young guys. McKinnon.
McKinnon's number 2.
Austin Matthews.
In my opinion.
And then you're saying McDavid's number 1?
Yeah, McDavid's 1 because of the skill set. I like McKinnon just because he's got this pit bull attitude to where he'll throw hits and he's like type A, like he just wants to step on your throat, and I embrace that in a competitor and a type of guy that I would want on my team as my first line center.
Perfect biz jinx. McDavid has 2 assists tonight. The Edmonton Oilers are up 2-0.
Well, you knew I would have put $1 gazillion on the fact he would have put up a point after getting shut out in his 2 first games at home.
Yeah,
that was the easiest bet in history.
They were wearing.
Did you guys bet that?
They were wearing the
worst. Did you guys bet that?
No. They were wearing the worst sweaters on how much does that play in when a team comes out in their worst alternates? Because you see the Oilers in game 1, they were wearing the black with orange outline.
Friday night they wore that too.
Oh, terrible. They have great fucking jerseys. And then they go with
Sometimes you overthink it and it just fucks everything up.
That is true though. Look good, play good, right? When you're wearing
feel good, play good all the time. Yeah.
When you're wearing the throwback Yotes with the cool fucking
the Kachina.
Yeah, is that what his name is?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they came out with a reverse retro this year, which was one of the jerseys they had early on in the organization, where it's kind of like the Kachina head. What organization?
Yeah, I love how you say it. I fucking love how you say it.
Yeah. That's the good stuff. That's why people listen to your podcast. For those little things like that.
I fucking love how you say it. I'm being genuine right now.
And it has the purple on it, and I know that's Justin Bieber's favorite color, and a lot of these young kids like the purple.
Royalty.
In the uniforms now. Is that another word you like that I say?
Royalty?
Nope. No, uniforms.
Uniforms.
Organizations and uniforms.
Uni.
And we came out with a really nice reverse retro. I personally think that the Kachina is one of the nicest jerseys in all of pro sports.
What about a game that was like the Oilers on Friday night? It was 0-0, went to overtime. When it's a 0-0 game in the playoffs, are both teams just afraid to make a mistake at that point? After 2 periods of scoreless hockey, it felt like everybody was just really, really tight.
I mean, those are games where I'm perfect. I fit right in. Nobody's got a point. I don't got a point. This is great. Everybody's having a great time. Other than maybe the guys who are expected to get points, and at some point somebody gets a point. Yeah, I don't really know how to
until that point.
I love it.
You are
until that point. Everybody is equal on the ice. Nobody's a minus.
Yeah,
maybe if you look at the ice time, there's a difference, but it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. What is the moment? If you can point to it, when overtime hockey becomes drunk hockey? Is it the second overtime? Is it the third overtime? Because that moment where it just becomes guys are just falling everywhere, sliding everywhere. It's not nothing is crisp. Everything is just falling apart, and it's just you're hoping you get a lucky goal.
I don't know how I don't think I've ever been part of a game that went to 3 or 4 overtimes. At that point, everybody's so tired, especially the guys who actually have to roll out there.
So
I'll be quite frank. If a game went into second or third overtime and I was playing in the NHL, guaranteed I wouldn't hit the ice because there was a slim chance I would hit it in the third period of a regular season game. But yeah, I would say at the point of about second overtime, which happened in the Carolina-Nashville series today, where Nashville, who was getting drastically outshot, ended up prevailing.
Yes.
Where the team who's working hard and generating all these opportunities and getting stopped, at a certain point, they're just Holy fuck! Yeah, there's a level of fatigue that probably becomes a level of drunkenness.
Yeah, it's a point of it's like a great equalizer somewhere in that second overtime of playoff hockey where it's like it has nothing to do with skill anymore. It's just someone's going to get a bounce and that will be the game.
That's like a live bet thriller, right? Yeah, there.
It is, but it's so much fun to watch. Like when you're like, okay, this game makes no sense. You're just if you're rooting for a team, you're just praying that you get that bounce.
Correct, and the bounce was in the Nashville game is the fact that Bussin' with the Boys.
Yep, Taylor Luan.
He was there.
You knew his name. You didn't need me to.
Taylor Luan.
And
he was crushing beers.
And Will Compton. You didn't need his name either.
I knew Will. Fuck, I talked to Will all the time.
Nice.
Stop.
But Taylor never.
Well, he's just more popular, and I did kind of forget his name there off the hop. I thought it was like Taiwan or something.
Taiwan's pretty good.
He's got all the tats and stuff. It's hard to figure out. But anyway.
Is there anything that like offensive linemen love more than just yugging beers at hockey games?
And getting free tickets, sitting shotgun, just probably free beers too.
They go to hockey games, they become Dana Beers.
And yeah, that's true.
But anyway, what were you saying about that?
No clue.
That moment changed.
That moment changed the whole game.
Yeah.
When he got up, it was pure domination by Carolina. He gets up, yugs a beer, front row center, and then kisses his wife, and the rest is history.
Boom.
How much do you miss seeing yourself on TV and having Ryan Whitney be like more like Paul missed the net?
Ooh.
I don't miss those commercials at all, guys.
But you wrote that, right? You wrote that line?
We were there, and we were struggling to find anything. And we came up with that one, which was sent to me, I think, via Twitter or something at one point. So I reused it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Breaking news, because Whit said that you wrote that.
Well, I technically did on set, yeah.
Okay. You technically wrote it on set. You read it on set.
So all your guys' material you just think up off the never
you
guys never recycle fan
except
stuff?
For Billy. Billy does that. That's what you're talking about.
Where is that guy, Billy Football?
He's on his Rumspringa. He's taking a break.
Somebody said, somebody tweeted at us fraternity leave for Billy. I thought that was funny, but I'm giving them credit, not saying that I wrote it.
You son of a bitch.
But you should have kept your mouth shut about that because Whit had us believing that you were like the mastermind behind that whole vodka commercial. I was like, damn,
I thought on my feet. Mm-hmm. Are you trying to put me down?
I don't.
Do you want to wrestle?
No, I think I've already demonstrated.
Jake, want to go 2-on-1? Jake
will fuck you up.
He's our pit bull. You were talking about a pit bull.
Want one? You want a piece? Rough and rowdy?
Jake would
sell some
fuck
tickets?
you
want to
up.
move some pay-per-views?
We should get back in the booth together.
We could go, maybe TNT. Maybe they'll be calling for us, Jake. We should send in that tape.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have it. Yeah.
I did have a serious hockey media question for you. Now that ESPN is going to have rights to hockey, they're probably going to talk about it more. It's going to be featured more on the air. I think that they're going to try to hire somebody because what they do at ESPN, they'll be like, we need to get our own version of Ryan Whitney, Paul Bissonnette, and R.A., and Mike Rinelli. Shout out to Rolex. Who do you think they're going to hire, and they'll be like, this is our Spittin' Chicklets?
Well, they already have a few people. I think they got Ray Ferraro. Mm-hmm. And they got Boucher. Mm-hmm. Leah Hextall they just hired. And, Butchergross is there. Plenty of people. So what do you mean?
I'm just saying, I think they're going to bring in somebody new, somebody like younger.
You can't replicate that magic on Spittin' Chicklets.
You can't, but they're going to, you
can't replicate R.A. and Witt and Biz being handled by Grinelli.
Yeah,
Shout out Grinelli, by the way.
You can't smoke weed before you go on the broadcast.
Grinelli being like,
you can't do any type of drug or drink alcohol before they hit the button.
I actually genuinely appreciate the job that Mike Grinnell does because to book you on this, I had to go through a booker.
Yeah,
Mike Grinnell.
Yeah, and then
he was like, "What time do you need?"
I was trying to avoid it at all costs, considering the amount of alcohol I've consumed over the last 4 days. Mm-hmm. But I somehow ended up here and.
All right, last question.
I'm holding it together.
Last question, because I know you want to take a nap. Give us your Stanley Cup final and champion.
The Flyers. We already know that.
Yeah. As of right now, you can pick anyone. You can redo. This is your redo. Your PMT redo.
It's hard because they reset after in standings. Depends on who makes it, right? So
right.
I would at this point.
We know how playoffs work.
I would say Colorado. Shut the fuck up. Colorado and... you
can just say who's going to win.
Colorado and Tampa in the finals.
There we go.
Okay.
Wow, so Tampa will be going for a back-to-back.
Only if, in fact, they did win this afternoon, and we still haven't gotten full confirmation.
Tampa, they won yesterday afternoon, so it's been more than 24 hours since they went up 3-1.
So I would say Colorado, Tampa, and that would be good for hockey. Two southern markets in the United States thriving.
Colorado,
not
deep
at
south.
all
No, they're
southern.
deep south.
You don't consider Colorado southern?
Colorado is absolutely
based
part
on
of the
the
south.
north. Wait, based on the
based on the
what?
north-south.
based on the North American scale.
How would you?
Colorado is considered southern.
It's no.
No, it's
what
west.
map are you looking
it's
at?
not. It's not north or south. It's west.
You know what? Fuck it. Colorado's part of the South now.
No,
Jake.
but you wouldn't say north or south for Colorado. You say it's out west.
Jake, if I took a map of North America and I said Colorado, I would consider that more south than most of the markets.
Wait, hold on.
I think it's right around the middle of North America because it's in the middle of.
No,
the
he's
middle
saying in
country.
the middle of the country, not
No, he
North
said North
America.
America.
You're saying North America?
But that includes all of
Mexico.
Mexico too. I think that
Oh,
Colorado.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, fuck. Mexico's in
Actually,
North America?
doesn't it go all the way to
Mexico's in North America?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well then forget what I said.
Central America starts Belize.
Yeah. So Panama is. No,
Panama's Central America.
Panama's so Guatemala is Guatemala
Also Central America.
All right.
That's the best thing about these podcasts. I think half of your viewers our listeners probably didn't realize that Mexico was a part of North America.
But in no way would you call Colorado. I guess if you're.
No, I'm with Biz now. Like, I think we should start referring.
I guess if
I know
you're
they are like the most skiing destination in America, but we're still going to consider them part of the South.
Well, and also if you're talking from someone like from Calgary, Colorado's as south as it gets.
Yep.
So there it is.
I meant all the teams in play. They're one of the southern teams.
I don't.
That's how my brain works.
I don't.
I think
Like, are the Coyotes a southern
Yes,
team?
100%.
But they're a west team.
Yeah.
They're west. West
Southwest.
is the west is like L.A. That's west.
That's west, yeah.
But is
they're
it southern?
South.
I would consider it a southern team as well.
Okay, so what
I
about?
would.
I like how you. I
consider
like how you interpret a
anything,
map.
anything south of the Canadian border
Is southern.
Southern.
I was
So
gonna say,
Minnesota
like,
is a southern
the
team.
Patrick
Correct.
Waugh trade, that probably gave you your first real life example as to where Colorado is, and you just knew that your goalie was going to a team that was further south than the Canadiens.
Yeah.
And you were like, that's the SEC.
Oh, I do have one last question. So you gave us your final. Would you feel any pride, or are you rooting in any way for the Canadian teams because it has been so long? Like, do you? I know you're a journalist. You have a podcast that covers the entire league. You also work for an organization, not a big deal. But if like push came to shove, would you prefer a Canadian team as a Canadian to win?
I would like to see the Leafs win it, but it would suck this year if they did with not fans in the building.
Yeah.
Because right now in Canada, there's currently no fans.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy because you got Montreal Canadiens versus Toronto Maple Leafs. Not one fan gets to see it in attendance. They said there was rumor that later in the series that maybe Montreal was going to start having fans, but even if it's like 1,500 people, it still ain't the same.
Yeah.
So
Are they going to keep these divisions? That would be fucking cool.
So what I'm hearing is if potentially if Toronto ends up advancing to the conference final, they might use Arizona as like a hub city. So let's say it happens Colorado, Toronto.
Right.
Well, Colorado's going to play out of Colorado, but where would Toronto? Because they can't keep going past the border.
Right.
There's like a 70, unless at that point they allow it. But they would make a place like a Phoenix their hub city.
Well, that would fuck up Colorado because then they would be a northern team.
Yeah, and Toronto would
I've
be a
completely
Toronto would
checked
be a
out.
Southern team.
Let's end.
I mean,
let's
you
wrap
go-
this thing up.
If you're going to Arizona, that just changes the entire dynamic
well,
of this.
I think-
You're playing a southern team from the north. If you're Colorado,
And Austin Matthews, the connection to there in Scottsdale / Phoenix would be cool. So
Oh,
you would have
yeah.
what's the connection?
well, he was born there,
I was
or
gonna say,
raised there anyway.
There was another thing that happened there.
Oh,
Stop it!
uh-oh.
Stop it!
I thought that's what you were saying. I'm sorry. My last question. When are you going to get your haircut again?
I don't know.
I actually like it. It distracts from your nose.
Is your
have
lady?
you completely checked out?
You've checked out 25 minutes ago.
That's
Does
true.
your lady like the hair?
I think she likes it.
Oh,
I might
nice.
get some cone rolls.
You look like the dude who showed up at the start of Old Schools, like a Here for the Gangbang. That's you.
That's at the start of the movie.
Have you ever been in a gangbang?
Oh,
I know the answer
Group
to
sex?
that. All right.
Have you been involved in group sex, BFT?
What do you define as group sex? My left hand and my right hand?
What about you, Big Cat?
No.
You and Patrick Sharp
Yes.
on the bang bus?
Yes. We're going to go find the MILF hunter.
All right,
All right,
thanks, Paul.
thanks, Biz.
That's very insightful.
Jake, have you ever been involved in group sex?
If Biz called you up, Jake, though, and was like, hey, Jake, I got some group sex for us.
2-on-1, no back checkers.
And we
come
get
into my hotel
to
room?
be the host of a NHL game on NBC.
That's exactly how he
That
phrases
changes the
it, too.
dynamic.
Yeah.
Would you sacrifice for the
It's an
squad?
opportunity for more
Group
reps to
sex,
get
yeah.
better in the booth. So I don't know.
You can't make anything less appealing than saying group sex.
What if you knew your performance was going to be played to the masses? What if it had to
Your
go
group
on
sex.
the pardon my take social accounts?
Your group sex goes to the masses, but you have Al Michaels' career. Yeah, I'm basically, actually, no, I should say Marv Albert. You basically have Marv Albert's career because of
You
Marv
wouldn't
Albert.
do that?
Al Michaels' career is very appealing.
What if you had to French dip Lisa Ann to get Al Michaels' career? Would you do it?
I don't know.
Also,
It's tough.
Yeah, it is.
he's
tough.
he's right. It would like gel you guys as like broadcast partners forever. You can't get closer with a guy than doing that.
Yeah, it's true.
That would be that would actually be
DP.
great.
Little group sex?
Yeah, a little
One
group
of a hoop,
sex
one of a
action.
badge.
I just
Hey,
Who's got
Which
the
guy? Hey, which one? Which
Some multiple partners.
which tunnel would you take, Jake?
I'll let you pick.
It's the ladies' choice. It's the ladies' choice.
Yeah.
What a gentleman!
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a gentleman,
All right, Biz.
Good talk.
Thank
guys!
you.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't have much hockey.
No,
insight.
you fucking crushed it.
Yeah.
4
That's
live
great.
streams,
Your brain's
4
gotta be
live streams, 2
absolutely
interviews.
a
fried
lot of group
right
sex.
Some may say the guy worked this week.
now. Wait, 4 live streams in how many days? 5 days?
5 days and 2
Jesus.
interviews. 2 interviews.
Wow. Cal Ripken Jr.
It's a job.
Paul Bissonnette was brought to you by our friends over at Free Fly. Brands send us clothing all the time. There aren't too many that I can actually say that I love enough to wear on a consistent basis, but there is one brand that's so comfortable it's become one of my go-tos for the last couple of years. They make performance clothing using buttery soft bamboo, and it feels like clouds. It is the perfect fabric to make clothes out of. I don't know why no other company makes their fabrics out of bamboo, but for some reason, bamboo is the softest thing that I've ever put on. I tried one of their sweatshirts the other day. Incredible. My body just melted into it. It's amazing. Whether you're outside, if you're hitting the gym, if you're lounging around the house, this stuff it feels like you're wearing a pillow all over your body. It feels like you're in bed sheets just walking around. It's super, super comfortable. And it's got UPF sun protection built into it since it's bamboo clothing. It wicks away moisture. It won't hold odor. And it's super comfortable. And you can get 20% off when you visit freeflyapparel.com/take. Again, that's freeflyapparel.com/take.
All right. Let's wrap up. By the way, this clip is so fucking sick of Phil teeing off the 18th. This is what we missed. And this dude's just going nuts. And everyone following him. 16 years since the last time he won a major. It's
I'm going
insane.
to go hold this sausage pizza underneath Paul's nose.
Wait, before you do that, let's do the Monday reading real quick.
Oh, okay.
All right. It's titled Sportsmanship, Not Disrespect. The real story of what happened after playing table tennis with Hank.
Okay. Who's it written by? Anonymous.
Unnamed. You've all seen the clip by now, so I'm not sure how much of a backstory is needed. Oh, I think we need a backstory. It was another thrilling 3-set match against Hank inside Stoolstream Stadium. He was on the winning end of a marathon's first set, taking it 25-23. I settled in as the match went on, evening the series after a 21-9 second set victory.
And then came the third set, when I was fortunate enough to take that one in the series after a 21-14 win. But everyone is talking about our post-game handshake when I went up to Hank and shook his hand after the final point. I walked away after, turned around, and saw that Hank was still down on the ground. So I decided to go back and attempt to help him up. I got in the position to do that.
Hank just shook his head in disgust.
Excuse me? Hank, can I finish? I got in the position to do that, He rejected my offer, and when I walked away, with the position I put myself in, it did look identical to the Allen Iverson moment.
Nice pointing it out. Nice pointing it out there, Jake. I'm here to tell you that this was absolutely not the intention here. Could I have stayed to the side and offered my arm out? Sure. But that's not what happened, and I get the hoopla over the position. I pride myself on being a positive person and having sportsmanship every time I compete, and that is what I was trying to do here. I'm sorry that Hank has to be on the other side of this as well, because as I mentioned before, that was not what I was going for. I was genuinely trying to help him up. That's it.
More importantly, for the second consecutive week, we had a $500 progressive jackpot winner. Congratulations to Steve Kolb for cashing in and going perfect on his picks. And that's a deep drive to left field, make it a 2-0 ball game.
That's the important part of this.
I like how you brought up the Allen Iverson thing. I love that.
Well, I'm not going to beat around the bush. It did look like it.
Yeah. Jake,
that's what happened.
I think you should also just remind people that you were merely positioning your hips in the most powerful stance possible so you could lift him up off the ground.
Right. I was trying to help him up.
You had squared your hips to his chin.
I have no problem with anything Jake. Well, no, I do have some problem with Woody, but like my issue is entirely with like babyface Jake pretending like it was sportsmanship and he was trying.
It was.
To be nice.
It was no. Hank, let me read this. Let me read the title.
He's a psychopath. There was a video that came out after the fact of him practicing. No one on the other side.
Yeah, because you didn't schedule me a match to play beforehand.
So he's just, you're a psychopath, Jake. You did what you did on purpose.
Nope.
It's all right. I had no problem with that as a competitor myself. I know that's how it is, but I don't pretend to be Mr.
Man in the arena,
nerdy Jake Marsh, when in reality I'm a psychopath.
That's
not
all right. Pretending. I'm not pretending.
Fucking love it, Jake.
You can take my word.
All right, before we wake up Biz to end the show for his number, I had another kid.
Congrats on the sex.
Thank you. It was awesome. Much recommended. If you ever have a chance to have a child or two,
get a couple.
How do you do that?
We already covered that.
We covered that. No, but it's the only thing that sucks, and I was talking to Hank about this when I got in the office today, is that it's also my Who's Back of the Week should have been people gatekeeping my life, being like, there's nothing worse than I'll tweet about a Cubs game and they'll be like, bro, spend time with your family. It's like, listen, guys, I got it set up. I spend a lot of time with my family.
Multiple screens, by the way.
I love being a dad. It truly is better than anything else. It's fucking awesome. It was the coolest thing ever, having my son meet my daughter. He did, like, 2 minutes after he met her, go and get her a dog toy, being like, here, this is it. So I think he just thought, like, he was going to have another Stella.
That's honestly like the nicest thing ever, though, because in his brain he thinks that the coolest thing that you can do for a friend, his best friend is probably Stella or one of them, is to get one of their favorite toys.
Yes.
So in his brain, he was actually like,
this is good,
putting a crown on her head.
And he was very sweet and he was happy. And then like 5 minutes later, he tried to poke her in the eye. I told her he couldn't do that. And then he was like really mad at me. But yeah, it was cool. Everyone's healthy. Mom and baby girl are healthy.
How are you?
I'm great. Very little sleep, but I'm great. I appreciate, though, everyone's congrats, and it was trending on Friday. It really does mean a lot. I know I don't talk a lot about my private life, but when I do open it up, it's always nice that people are nice. So I really do appreciate that. And also shout out the one Stooley who stopped me on the street on Saturday. I was with my son, and he asked for a picture. He looked like a better looking, taller version of Billy Football. He asked me for a picture, so I was like, yeah, sure. And he went to grab his phone, and he pulled out his phone, and out popped a Magnum condom. So I was like, well, that's cool, dude.
That's sick.
And I was like, yeah, your life is way different than mine.
That guy's the best.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Also, I thought it was very...
I want to hire you, dude.
It was very selfless timing on your part.
Yes.
Because Hank was trending on Twitter.
Yes.
People discussing the step over heard around the world, and you immediately took that out of the equation.
Yes.
Like that's teamwork as a podcast goes.
So I know some people were asking, like, will there be a Life Part 2 with Priscilla and Titus? Funny enough, we actually had it planned to tape on Friday at 1 o'clock. My daughter decided to show up on Friday morning, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna hold off till we're all together, possibly later this summer, because it'll be better together. We're going to do it over Zoom, which would have sucked. So we'll do that, guaranteed. Whether it comes a year from now, 6 months, 2 months, we will do that podcast. But seriously, it was an awesome weekend for my family, and I appreciate everyone's kind words. And being a dad is the best. And my son also just broke the picking up the rocks and handing them to me like they're pieces of gold record on Sunday morning at the park. So,
hell yeah.
No big deal. I basically, he's going to be an archaeologist.
That's fossils.
Yeah.
What's
rocks?
Geologist.
He's a geologist.
I had a professor in college who taught geology, and his name was Rocky.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool.
They call it Rocks for Jocks.
Rocks for Jocks.
Yeah.
Oh.
The science class.
Do you think Mello?
Oh, what if we took the same
Do you
class?
think
I think
he
it was
took that?
Geo 103 or 110 I took.
That would be
freshman
wild
year.
if he took it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about crack.
No.
Lamar Odom
No.
took that one.
No.
No.
All right, let's see if we can wake him up. So
48.
PFT, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe on the YouTube. PFT's putting a piece of pizza in his nose. Oh, he's sniffing. He's humming. He's moving. Biz!
No, thank you.
What'd he say?
Pizza.
Pick a number between 1 and 100.
Biz, pick a number.
Pick a number.
12.
12. Hey, Biz, did you hear what happened with Connor McDavid?
No.
They lost.
Tell him. They lost. They were up
blew a
4-1 and they
4-1
blew
lead.
a 4-1 lead.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
And then he destroyed a water bottle after the game. Mike Trout is trending on Twitter right now because McDavid lost.
Yep. Biz, any words? Did you listen to the show, Biz?
They lost. All right, give me
18.
8. Go
46
8 again.
not eligible for those picking at home.
99.
William said 86.
Oh, he said it was 12!
19.
19.
One away.
I wish we had gotten them.
I saw 12 dancing around up there.
I did too.
It was
Biz,
close.
you should probably go home.
Jake, do you have a...
I'll still be here for a few
let's
hours.
go journalism fact.
Journalism fact?
Yeah.
Dick Clark was a huge fan of the Flintstones, and he once purchased a $3.5 million estate in Malibu, California that was Bedrock inspired.
Ooh, nice. There's nothing worse than
a pussy palace.
having someone doing a full podcast that you thought was a banger and having someone sleep through the entire thing. Like, that's such an ego check on us.
Mm-hmm. Love you guys.
Take on me, take me.